Welcome to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. I'm gonna read some tarot, straight to the point. All right, we'll just wait for people to find that we're active and live. I'm gonna drink some coffee while we wait for some people to come up, and probably finish my cigarette. Why not? Hello, Katie. I almost didn't spot you in here. Okay. Let's see. Let's do that. It's a little bit better. Okay. It's a little too bright. I'm blind. Go that way with it. And move this that way. Hello, Karen. What's up, Yadi? On your way in, please hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Feel free to subscribe. Got my pen. Need that pen. All right. Welcome in, Miss O. Welcome in, Astrid. Hi, Fly Gal. Okay. I think I could make it darker. Is it too bright? I think it's a little too bright, but we'll see. All right. I know I can draw pendulums down here. Could use that to open this tarot deck, but I'll just use this right here. I don't even know what the fuck this came off of. I don't know what that's to. Something broke. Or I never put something together right. I don't even know. What the hell is that? Is it a little mini comb? Now it's a tarot deck opener. Okay, straight to the point. Hello, Veronica. I don't know if I said hello to Karen. If I didn't, hello. I think you guys will like the colors of this tarot deck. The other one's not a tarot deck. The other one's a divine celestial. Well, it says it's a tarot deck, but it's got 78 cards. We may have to open this motherfucker. We may have to open that one. I felt like that was just going to be guidance unless I grabbed the wrong one. I have a whole bunch. Let me show you. I got a couple that I have this one here we'll be using soon that I have not opened, that I've had sitting over here for a minute. And then I got these other three that will open soon. All right. And then I'm done. No more buying tarot cards. Buy too many. That's enough. I got plenty of fucking shit to read from. All right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think you may like him, you may not. You may like him, you may not. Yeah, it's empty. Okay. Should I mix them up or should we leave it the way it is? You let me know. I'll read the comments in a second. Welcome in, Love Fire Tarot. Should I mix them up or should we leave it the way it is? You tell me. That's way better. I think that's way better. That fucking light's too bright on the ceiling. I didn't mean the signs. I mean, we could mix up the signs if you guys wanted to do that. And I never start with Leo. It's very rare I start with my own zodiac sign. So maybe we will start with Leo. But should I leave these all upright or should I mix them, the cards? You tell me. I'll wait for the answer. I'll finish my cigarette. All right. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Hi, Tracy, the Oracle, random friends. Hello, I've seen you before. Ezra, welcome in. Oh, you like my lighter? Oh, yeah, look at that. I couldn't resist. That was an impulse buy. When I went shopping, I turned around and I'm like, oh, fucking, it would be a fucking line. I'm like, of course I'm going to buy it. Okay. Hello, all man. All right. See if anybody answered. Hello, Amanda. Hey, Mark. Welcome in. As an Aries, I always like to be first. You would, Aries. No, Aries is a hot ticket. I got to give it to Aries. Aries is that firstborn fire sign. as far as the zodiac's concerned. Here we go. I think I'm gonna mix them up, but I wanted to see if anybody would say anything. I'm gonna mix them up. Fuck it. It's just gonna feel more natural to me. Here we go. I did not finish my cigarette with that big ass drag. You'd think I did. Jesus, Christmas. It was like smoking a vape. All right. We're a little mixed up. Nothing crazy. So I guess we're starting with fire signs. I never start with Sagittarius either. So do I pick Saggy or do I pick Leo? Pick Saggy or do I pick Leo? Okay. I get that. I think Leo wins. Leo wins. So Leo first. Leo's going to be about 5. Ain't that some shit? 55 seconds in. Here we go. Leo. Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Leo. Straight to the fucking point. Uh-oh. Okay. What's this all about? Knight of Swords to start. Let's see where we go with this. Zodiac sign of Leo. I keep getting your card in front of me. I wonder if you'll show up in your own reading. Ooh. A lot of you Leos, it comes out where you don't. I almost feel like you just want to be in the manifestation and like a practical mode right now, manifesting things. The moon card is holy shit. There you are. I knew you were gonna fucking show up. I didn't think that quick. Look at the judgment card behind it. I feel like you want judgment. You want things to move forward. You want progress. Progress. Some of you, it's with love. Definitely could be with love situations or doing more socially. Some of you also may be wondering if you're going to get an offer. Now, that could pertain to just feeling like you've been on your own for a while, Leo. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to love, you just haven't really found that person that, you know, it's almost like that person that's going to make you happy. But before all of this, Knight of Swords, 3 of Swords, reversed, Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. It just makes me feel like the top row, you want to pursue action, not really fall into situations you've already dealt with or that are upsetting. Anything that's upsetting, I don't feel like you want to deal with, or just you kind of have this. I'm cutting away from that energy with the Ace of Swords reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands makes me feel like it doesn't fascinate you. You don't want to play with stuff that doesn't show up for you. The Ace of Swords and that Queen of Wands energy, it's like I don't want to be stressed out. You're like, I don't care about stress. I do think you may think about love though. You may have feelings of emotions or wondering when that offer's coming in. That's going to be for a lot of you out there, actually. Let's see what else we get for you. Show me something for Leo, straight to the point. Show me something for Leo. The zodiac sign of Leo, please, straight to the point. Fuck it. You guys are like in suspense of what's going to happen. When's it going to happen? Page of Cups. Show me something for Leos. What do you need to show Leo? Straight to the point. Show him right now. All right, bottom of the deck. Not surprised, Lovers. So a lot of you may have felt like you had a lot of defeat or just wasted time with love situations. It's almost like you didn't get the call or things just didn't work out when it came to love. You just had to get away from that situation. You had to be your own strength. You had to trust yourself in a situation. Kind of might have been a pain in the ass to accept these endings. Those endings with the Wheel of Fortune can bring in new beginnings. And I feel like you're learning not to let that be like something that distracts you or upsets you at this time. I don't feel like you really want to focus with anything that's going to be upsetting. It's how it comes off. You have the higher, it's almost like I want to learn how just to focus on things that are going to like either mature or line up with me kind of energy. And I want to trust the fuck out of them. That's what it kind of makes me feel like for Leo. Anything else for Leo? You got 2 and that one landed first. So it tells me you're ready for a new beginning. You're also ready to be, I feel like you're in explore mode or expansion mode, getting ready to accept more for the zodiac sign of Leo. Some of you may have had to walk away from a specific sign And that sign, let's clarify what's going on with that. Give me clarification on that. Why is it could have been a water sign, air sign. Page of Wands, you're not communicating with them. Water, air, or fire sign, potentially. It's too much to deal with. You're looking away from it. You're not communicating or moving towards them. You don't even like thinking about the whole situation, is what it tells me, Leo. You're like, I don't even want to think about this shit. It's at a distance for a reason. This isn't you moving towards it. This is you not wanting to move away from it or not knowing if you should trust it or wanting any anxiety or fears with the situation at all. At all, Leo. A lot of you are about wanting a new beginning or wanting direct and precise, strong, fucking huge communication. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and balance. This is what Leo wants to build towards right now. This is what makes them feel like it's what's going to take them out of that energy of feeling not getting what they want. I feel like you're trying to fight for balance or see things happen, things move or build, while also working on yourself. A lot of you would like to have this investment, have that investment show up though as well. Go to the bottom. Because you felt at a distance. It tells me you've been feeling at a distance from this energy for too long, Leo. And you just want to see growth. You want things to kind of maneuver or change in that area of life. Now, if you've been out and you've been having a good time, you know, people have been, if you've been sexually active, this is probably not your message because the next cards make me feel like this is for the Leo who has not been all that particularly sexually active. Not with this energy. I feel like that door's kind of been closed for a little while. Go to the bottom again. Yeah, emotionally, it's been closed. All right, let's see what else we can get for Leo. I don't know. Do we open the other tarot deck, or do I use a tarot deck I was thinking about using? What do you guys think? What do you think? Do we open the other? Well, it's a celestial tarot. I don't know if that's a tarot deck. I'm gonna have to open that shit to find out. I think I want to use the one I like, that pop art tarot. I might use that. I might use this one. I'll show you guys. I'm going to use this one because I do like the art on this one. We'll see. Celestial is nice. What I was thinking about. Okay. Here we go. I will open it. I'm curious. I can't not open it. Anybody that's coming into the channel as of now, we are just starting and we are on Leo. All right. And no, it's not like we've done all the other signs. Leo's the first zodiac sign. Okay. Let's see what's, I don't know if I'm going to, I feel like this is going to be like something different. I don't know. It could have been a different one. Let's see what happens. I'm going to open it. Maybe I got the wrong tarot box. Could have been the other dark one. Oh, no, this is a tarot deck. This is definitely a tarot deck. I guess should we give this one a try? Let's see what happens. Wow, there's one of them. No, that is upright. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. It's got to be a positive card, or I'm not using it. That's kind of a neutral card. 9 of Wands. Here we go. What do we got? Okay, I like the back. The back's almost better than the awareness. Okay, and the star and chain. We're gonna use this one. We'll use this one. Fuck it. I guess we'll save pop art for the next video. I could do 3, but it's just too much. All right, let's see what we get for Leo. Show me more for the zodiac sign of Leo. Why is that the first card out for the zodiac sign of Leo? Clarify anything you can for Leo. Some of you, it was easier to make a decision. I get that. You have like a I don't want to be upset energy. Some of you guys, it was easier to make a decision. You have the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Like, I don't want to be upset. 2 of Swords. I need to make this decision. 3 of Swords, because something was upsetting you. It's either was upsetting you or wasn't working out. It took a lot of thinking about the situation, I feel like, for you, Leo, with that 4 of Swords energy. Hold on. Okay. This one I think is reverse, finally. The World. Why is the World in reverse? Five of... I had to let go of a situation energy. So Leo may have felt like I needed to let go of a situation. It may have felt like things weren't moving. Things weren't moving. Things might not have been bringing in sun card, happiness, the outcome, judgment you were looking for, maybe the passion even. Some of you had a lot to do with the passion or decision making. Three of Wands, you could have felt like you were at a distance for a while with either with relationships or going into them. Hold on. The Emperor. That's the Emperor. I got a chick for the Emperor, finally. Here we go. Why is that upright and why is that here? Oh, you got two. So I feel like you were looking for wish fulfillment in love. Holy shit, look at this. You've got the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and on the bottom, you have the 10 of Cups. I feel like you want to be like, I almost get like a Leo's want to be able to be in a, I almost feel like you want people to actually see you for who you are, feel your emotions to situations. Like that may have been a struggle for some of you. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. And a little bit of that struggle was communication. Shit. Whether it was you or them or both, it was both of you. You have 4 communicate. Holy shit. You have like the Queen of Swords is about getting communication or action. The Knight of Swords putting work in towards what? The Page of Swords to the King of Swords. I feel like why the cup didn't get fulfilled is the communication wasn't happening. So you weren't getting that 2 cups energy. Death card. You may have felt stuck or like things were feeling out of balance is what it's telling me with the Death card. Feeling stuck to a situation, maybe injustice or not getting the justice that you wanted. Maybe not feeling like you had the thing. It almost feels like things weren't working out or they were becoming unhealthy. And a lot of it could have felt like it was happening because nothing was fucking changing. And I feel like you were like, I want to manifest change. And I know what I want to manifest. I'm aware of what I want. I want to be happy. You know what? I don't want to be at a distance from happiness. The 6 of Wands is about you wanting victories. Clarify anything for Leo. The Empress, the High Priestess, and the Magician. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to let go and trust yourself. A lot of you are starting to let go and start trusting yourself more than letting anybody else kind of make up your mind for you. The Hierophant, and whether it pertains to love or the direction you're going to head in, you have the strength to pursue that. And I want you to trust yourself in that, trust yourself there. That's the Hermit. Hold on. Give me more for Leo. I do like this tarot deck. But you still would like to see something come towards you emotionally, like an offer to be around the corner or in front of you, to materialize, to be of possibility. Maybe it's like it's got to be worth the wait. 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of... So it's like you want somebody to be playful with, but also to have communication with is what it's telling me for the zodiac sign of Leo. 10 of Wands. If it causes too much burdens, 9 of Wands, it makes you feel like outed, alone. 8 of Wands, you'll move out of that energy. 7 of Wands, I feel like you're going to start to either expand or trust your imagination and take new risks. The Fool card and the King of Coins. A lot of you will focus on your money as well going forward. That's what I have for the zodiac sign of Leo. All right. And I just dropped something. I know I just dropped a couple. Damn it. I felt at least 1 or 2 hit the floor. Okay, I got it. Fucking shit bounced off my lap because I felt like it was 2. It's 1. It was definitely 1. There's nothing around me. All right. I guess we're going to do Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh, goddamn. I didn't realize I read Leo for so long. Oh, my Lord. Sagittarius is going to be around 1955. All right, Sagittarius. Here we go. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? I'll do I'll do the shuffle, the different shuffle. Oh my God. Come on. What's going on? Keep dropping them. I don't have enough sugar. I better drink some sugar for Sagittarius. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Saggy. Straight to the point. I'm only going to give you one of those. Shuffle in my hand and see what happens. All right, Sagittarius. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Ooh. You ain't getting all that. That ain't happening. But you are getting the other ones that came out first. Some of you are ready for a new beginning, and you're not wanting to be upset. Don't want to be upset at all, or at a distance with work or career situation. Career's big on your mind. Career's like your focus. I feel like career's on your mind. Others of you may be ready for a new beginning, as long as it doesn't bring any burdens. Is what it kind of makes me feel like for you. For some of you Sagittarius, but you have a stronger career reading than a love reading so far. You have a much stronger career reading than love reading. I almost feel like the things that have upset you, you're not focusing on. That's what it tells me so far for Saggy. I feel like what you want to focus on is stability and money. I feel like that's the work and effort you're aimed at right now. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius, straight to the point. Sagittarius, straight to the point. There's your truth and clarity card. A lot of you might be very aware of that. Some of you guys became okay with not worrying about love. Whatever there's no love here. So there's no reason to be worried about it or let it over exhaust you. I do feel like you had to get to that energy though. Why? I just feel like you did. I feel like you did get there. Oh, maybe you had to trust the situation or trust yourself in that energy. Show me more for Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius, straight to the point? It was about not letting things get to you. I couldn't let things get to me. Maybe it was specifically with love situations. I feel like if things felt like it went out of control or blew out of proportion, you had to make decisions to kind of fend for yourself or look at situations without getting upset or hurt with letting go of situations. Look at this shit. Letting go of things that are probably like stuff that would emotionally typically hurt. I feel like every time you looked at it, you knew you had to look away from it. You knew you had to look away from it because you wanted better balance, better situations to unfold. You didn't want stress or anxiety or fear with the situation, is what it tells me on that top row. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. Why? You're getting a lot at once. You came out. Some of you may have felt like it was hard to either make the decision or get the progress you were looking for once you made the decision. This just makes me feel like it was tough to make the decision. I feel like for you, it might have been a little tough. Almost like you didn't want the spoils or to have to start over. Let's see what these cards are that came out that I have not flipped over. The Devil reversed. It was almost like you couldn't deny letting something go. This makes me feel like you knew you couldn't deny letting something go or shifting into change in a situation and putting work somewhere else on things that you need to be focused on. Show me more for Sagittarius. What's the message, straight to the point, for Sagittarius? What do you have for them? Okay, I saw the card that came. Oh, good. All right, I'm going to leave what I see so far, and then we'll go to this in a second. You came out, this is the card that didn't want to go back in, the Magician. So you're very focused, on doing things the way you feel they need to be done right now, Sagittarius. I don't feel like it's directed at love situations. You may have a hard time wanting to go towards it for a little while too. The Lover's reversed, the Page, like if an offer came towards you, you may not take it. Holy shit, you may not want it. I don't feel like you want to play with it. I just don't feel like you want to play with it. I feel like you're still at like the crossroads of saying, nah, I'll hold off. I'll be resistant. I'm not focused on that. The moon, you may be very aware of it or giving a lot of thought to this. Why is the Emperor here? For Sagittarius. You may have felt easier, more like you may have felt better to be on your own. You give me, I needed to be on my own. I needed to say, fuck the shit. Fuck the bullshit for a while. I feel like you came across, I feel like you discovered it. It's like you came to those train tracks and you recognized it. Probably said, let it deflate, let it go down, let it stop. Let me focus on the things that are going to make me happy. Let that be my outcome. And then I'll worry about celebrations or committed energy. Something about committed energy altogether. You don't seem like you were very intrigued by going after it, more intrigued about where you're going and what work you're putting in on the table. Show me something. Okay, they wanted to fall out. What is it? Yeah, some of you give me the energy where some of you may just feel like you haven't come across somebody yet that's worth putting the work or effort or the communication towards. Others of you, if you've dealt with somebody that it was hard to communicate, I don't feel like you can trust them or you want to listen to them or go back towards them. This is not, you don't want to, it tells me you don't want to rush towards them. They may have played too many games. So when it came to balance, I think you decided to get on your horse and look other ways. Look at this. The Queen of Wands looking the other way. Focus on things you can create. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I don't think you wanted to be stuck with any of these burdens any longer. Emotionally, I feel like you had to feel responsible for the situation and be okay with letting it go and focus on what you could focus on. It's almost like you had to respect yourself is what I'm seeing for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Kind of respect the circumstances, but also respect yourself. I almost feel like the biggest issue in your reading had a lot to do with the two people listening to communicating with each other. It's like you wouldn't listen to each other. I don't know what that's about, but I'm feeling like that was the issue. It's almost like somebody was like, it's like, well, bitch, I know you're not deaf kind of energy, whatever that's about. It just feels too one-sided. I don't know why you should feel so one-sided, but it does. All right. More for Sagittarius. Here we go. What do we got for Sagittarius? I will shuffle a couple times the other way for you guys with this one. Whew, that was a lot of sugar. Sagittarius, straight to the point. Here we go. What do we got for Sagittarius? Straight to the point for Sagittarius, please. What do you got? Oh my, why are you getting so much at once? See where I'm going to leave it. I don't know who this is going to ring a bell with, but this is going to be like your message or not your message. Are you ready for this part? Like you have 4 cards. You start with the 10 of Cups, the 4 Swords, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands. It tells me that you really want emotional stability. You want like something to happen in you would like to be in that relationship. Holy shit, because this is going to probably be for the single one. The bottom of the other deck is that same card, 10 of Cups in reverse. It tells me you think about, oh my God, underneath it's the thinking card. What the fuck? It tells me you think about it a lot. 4 Swords, Page of Swords, wanting the communication. Page of Wands, really knowing you want that communication, to take place. What else do you have? Let's find out. Knight of Wands, Queen of Coins, wanting to establish a connection that you can play with that's worth seeing positive growth. That goes from like the Queen of Coins to the King of Coins energy. What the Hermit, knowing you can trust a situation that you can fall in love with. I almost get like a 3 of Wands to the Knight of Cups, something that you don't feel like you fell head over heels and you got lost in the mix-up of love, but you can, I almost feel like you want to be able to trust the situation. Oh my God. Bottom of the deck. Do you want to trust the situation? I did not know that was going to fucking happen. It happens to be you upright. Here we go. What the hell? Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. Straight to the point. Six of Cups. Five. I don't feel like you don't come off like in despair or desperate at all. You just come off with wanting emotional, like, excitement. You come off with wanting emotional excitement, maybe not getting it at this time. Wanting that to expand now or move towards it. You either want to move towards it or want it to move towards you. Here we go. Show me something, Sagittarius. What's the message for Sag? Saggy. Strength card. Show me why. Show me why for Sag. I want to see what this is going to tell you. Tell me at least. It almost makes me feel like some of you, for a while, you held off on moving forward or being playful with opening up towards the directions of I'm going to tell you love. You might have had to give that love back to yourself for a little while is what it makes me feel like. You may have had to give that love back to yourself before you decided you wanted to play with it again, kind of energy, before you felt like you could trust that area. That's the High Priestess. I don't feel like it was just necessarily you had to trust yourself as much as you wanted to trust the whole situation. Why is the Empress here? Some of you are definitely ready for something to change. I get the energy that some of you are definitely ready to see changes. The Empress and the High Priestess, emotional changes at that, Chariot, for them to carry out or happen. Three of Cups reversed because I feel like you felt like you were at a distance with that, and the Ten of Swords with a new beginning of it starting or unfolding. The Sun, bringing in the happiness. Show me something for Sagittarius. A lot of you may have been, I just get like a lot of you may have been staying busy with work versus love. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you some of you may have decided I'm not going to focus right now on love as much as you wouldn't mind having, that. I feel like 8 of coins to the bottom of the deck, the 10 of coins. I feel like you started to focus more on reality, like growth, worth, money. It's all money. I feel like you would like to see things change. I feel like you would like a transition, and I do feel like it's towards love. I really do. Here we go. The Two of Wands is after that, but I didn't take it out. Here we go. Anything else for Sagittarius? Oh my God, the card that I ended up grabbing was the fucking Two of Wands. I might as well have taken it out. Shit. 2 of Wands, 7 of coins. About the investments. The Star card, manifesting, being aware they're going to happen. Not feeling at a distance with them. The King of Cups upright and the Queen of Cups. It's almost like you're ready to explore that new love opportunity or offer. Why is she here? Why is the Hierophant out? Why is the Hierophant out for Sagittarius? You're ready. I'm done. You've learned what happened in situations, and I don't feel like they've kept you stuck. I feel like they made you a little resistant at first, but I feel like it didn't stop you completely from wanting to try again with love. I do feel like for a while you held back. Knight of Swords maybe didn't take action. Excuse me. Yes, King of Swords maybe stops communication or stop moving in the direction of exploring with people. Now it's the Knight of Swords reversed. Go to the bottom. You want victories in areas that have probably have been lacking, and it looks like it's in love. Some of you, you've put more focus on money, it's telling me, than love. But now you want the communication. You also want offers, or would like to see offers be available. Because you've been at a distance you've cut it out. You've either cut it out or backed away from it for a while. Maybe an earth sign, maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, maybe a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I don't know, something like that. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna do Aries. All right, Aries. In a second, we'll do Aries. I kind of jumped the gun on that. Give me something else for Sagittarius. Something else. What else is here for Sagittarius? Straight to the point. Show me something specifically for Sag. Why? Why is it the first card out? Oh my God, here you are, but I'm not going to take your card. Yeah, I just get whatever. A lot of you have been trying to be responsible, practical, work on yourselves or work on the situations around you. I don't feel like you've been wanting to explore love as much as I feel like that's what's coming towards you. That's probably what's going to be coming towards you. Something you haven't put work and effort into. There's your card. There's your card. A lot of you are going to make that decision. Go to the bottom. The devil reversed, balance reversed, stability, your imagination, the past, not being upset. I feel like a lot of you are at a crossroads where you want to start over. Or you want to meet somebody that makes you feel comfortable. I get like this comfortable feeling. Accept the endings, not be upset about the endings, and just start again. And a lot of you, it's probably towards love or manifesting and taking new risks. Let's see what card comes out next. You have the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot is in reverse. So I feel like it's because it stopped. Maybe it's communication. Maybe it was just felt like it wasn't making sense to put the effort in to open your heart, to work with it. Somebody also may have been hurt in like a marriage or a situation with kids. I'm sorry, but this is what it's telling me. Somebody may not have gotten that victory, that slice of pie, or gotten that wish fulfillment, or been able to stay in a marriage. And that might have been what stopped the person from wanting to move forward in general. Even though they really want the excitement or like the partnership. They want a new, it's either you, I don't think it's the energy around you. I feel like you want a new beginning towards somebody that you can communicate with, that you can start over with, that's going to bring in balance, but also not going to bring in any stress. No fucking stress with it. That's what I have for Sagittarius. All right, here we go. You're welcome, Lance. Welcome in, Heather. What's up, Howitz? Hello, Anna. Hello, Sassy Libra. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to read Aries. Wait a minute. It is Aries, right? What the fuck sign did I just read? I should have been writing these down. Leo was 555. Sagittarius was 9. Okay. Aries. It is Aries. I was just writing down the time. I don't know why. I was just writing down the time. Aries would be 38:55. Everything's ending up close to 55. I'm going to leave it where it is. Here we go. Aries, what we got for you? Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Aries. Straight to the point for the zodiac sign of Aries. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Aries? See what we get. Aries. All right. One more. Just one more for you. All right, perfect. What's going on? Oh, that was fast as hell. Some of you Aries could be feeling like there's situations that you have to leave behind you. And that it's better to focus on victories, not the things that you don't want to communicate or the things you want. It's almost like there's things you don't want to communicate or you don't want around you. Some of you may not want things to stress you out or have to work with situations. What's going on? Some of you, I don't know if this is going to be all Aries. This is different. This is so fucking. Some of you Aries, it comes off to me like you may not want. It's almost like you emotionally don't want to be bothered or upset. What? I feel like you're not trying to focus on that. It's drama. A lot of you may not want drama or issues right now. You want to be at a distance with it and know you can trust it. It's almost like you want peace of mind. Somebody needs to be like, get the fuck away from me energy. Why? You have that Queen of Swords. I don't want to talk to you. Page of Wands. I'm not talking to you energy. I don't want to talk to you. Show me something for Aries. Whatever. Let's see where this goes. I'm curious now. Aries, what's going on? You came out with the Magician. Some of you, something's kind of triggered your patience. There could have been something that triggered your patience. Go to the bottom. It wasn't feeling like it was giving you balance, or it was only showing up when it wanted to. What is this? Something could have felt like it was showing up when it wanted to. What's weird? I had 69 people in here, 69 likes. That could have been both energies. Could have been what you were going through, but the other person felt that way. You were doing the same shit to them, kind of energy, whatever that's about. Keeping shit stuck versus growing with it. Something about risks, emotionally, what's going on. I feel like you became aware that you didn't want to be upset about a situation. You wanted to accept an ending. You wanted something to be left behind or not be stressed out about it. You became okay with being unavailable, is what it tells me. This woman makes me feel like you became okay with saying, I'm not available to that. Fuck that. That card off the bottom, death card. Goodbye. Good riddance energy. See you later, bitch. Energy. I'm not coming around. You're not coming around. Nobody's coming around type energy for fucking Aries. What in the hell? What the fuck? The Sun. I just want happiness. I feel like it's weird that you got the death card and happiness right after. Let's see where you go with this, Aries. Happiness and stability. Stability, security. I want to know why that's here, though. Show me more for Aries, please. Clarify anything you can for Aries. What's the message? You would like emotion, like an offer of something valid. This tells me you would like an offer of something valid that can change or that you can communicate with that's going to work out. Go to the bottom because I'm done. Everything has not worked out the way you've expected. It's almost like everything didn't show you what you were looking to gain. In love. I'm done. In love, love, love. I think you know this. You would like that offer, though. I'm telling you, you would love that offer. You would love to be able to manifest or have that offer materialize in front of you. Next card is yes, you fucking yes, you would. Tell me you wouldn't, Aries. I'll laugh at you. Like, yes, you would. All right. Some of you haven't even given the opportunity to look at it. How did I know that before it came out? Look at this. Some of you haven't even given the opportunity to play with it or look at it. Two of Cups. You're not even going in that direction. A lot of you, this is kind of what gave me the answer to that before that showed up. Here we go. Give me more. Some of you have been trying to move towards not focusing on things that feel toxic or stress you out or emotionally make you feel like it gets you thinking, it gets you out of your working energy. Some of you also may not want to focus on situations that when it comes to, if you tried to, I almost get like, this is what you're missing. I feel like a lot of you, this is what you need. I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. I feel like that's what you need. Strong emotions, strong passion, strong communication. I feel like that's what's been lacking for you to get balance and celebrations. I'm going to put it out there. I feel like this part of the message it's kind of the learning or the learning curve of situations and relationships to get to that bottom of the deck. The 10 of Cups, baby. The 10 of Cups for you. Oh, And then it tells me that some of you may feel like you can't trust it, or things quit before they can even grow or go anywhere. For some of you Aries, whether you're a woman or a man, it's almost like the strength of the situation, it just kind of falls out its ass kind of energy. You look and wonder what happened, and then you try to, it's almost like you try to figure it out. Give me something else for Aries. I don't know why it came out like that, but we're going to keep going. Whatever's clever. Here we go. Show me more for Aries, please, before we give you the other tarot deck. What do we got for Aries? I'm just going to put, I hope you don't get upset with this, but I'm going to be fucking honest. The World reversed. Look at this. Three of Pentacles reversed. I have to tell you, I feel like when it comes to being upset, you don't want to be there. I feel like Aries doesn't want to be upset. They just want new beginnings, and they just want to see that start to work in their favor. I feel like Aries is like, I would love to have balance with situations. Some of you, a lot of things haven't worked out when it's come to stability or relationships. It feels like you focus on other things because those don't work out, whether it's family or money. Some of you, it's family. Maybe you're the woman, and some of you, it's money if you're the man. That's what I'm picking up. Here we go. You're not getting that 10 of Cups energy that you want, but you're looking at it like you want it. Some of you, the hard truth is trusting what can happen. Is it that? What's he doing? I don't know if it's you or the person you deal with. Somebody gives the energy where either you deal with a lot of people who give up too fast, or they feel like you do that. I don't know how the fuck else to tell you that, but that's how I see the tarot. What the fuck? Why? That King of Pentacles to the, it's almost like somebody that may not trust the outcomes, or feel like, or they may get a little anxious about the situation, emotionally not be available for it. And that's why the emotions never really manifest. Something about they don't manifest. They don't, emotionally, they don't. It's like these offers haven't been enough. Somebody ends up out. A lot of it's because of the lack of communication or work, putting the work in to get the love, whatever the fuck that's about. The Sun's reversed and stability. It's almost like you throw something out before you should throw it out. Whether you do it or the person you deal with does it. Somebody feels like it's too much, it's not going to work, and then they become distant with it. They accept it to end. They may have a little bit of regrets at first, but then I feel like they trust that it was just going to stress them out, or it was going to end inevitably. Whatever the fuck that. Your reading's crazy. I'm sorry, that's a crazy ass Aries reading. I don't understand how, like, it's like the opposite of separation anxiety, whatever the hell that is. Shit's got me puzzled. Got me a little puzzled. Okay, let's go to the other tarot for you. Aries. Don't make it so difficult this time. Here we go. Aries. Straight to the point. Show me something for Aries straight to the point. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed. 5 of Wands upright. Clarify why. What's all this fire energy, Aries? You kind of give me this energy like you feel alone, and it doesn't feel like a figure of speech. It feels like in general, like you've accepted these pretenses or acknowledged this energy. 7 of Cups, balance. I feel like you've accepted this. 6 of Cups, the 4 of Swords. When it comes to thinking, the Page of Swords, it's almost like you're okay with not playing with it. What? Here we go. 3 of Coins, Knight of Swords reversed. Very aware of what? Your reading is crazy. I'm going to tell you right now, your reading is crazy. You give me this energy of the Three of... What the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, you give me this energy, the Three of Cups. Excuse me, the Three of Cups, the Three of Coins. Putting the work and effort into something. It's like, no, I'm not going to do it, or the person doesn't ever do enough. Then you give me, you're aware of it. I've learned from my battles energy towards love. A lot of it's the sacrifice of communication or the practicality of both of you putting the work together. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, and that's why it ends. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. That's why, look at this, the 4 of Cups. When it comes to stability or the victory, 7 of Coins, you end up looking at the investment, wondering what could have happened in love. The Star card, what could have manifested? Instead, it dies. And a lot of it's because the lack of work. Somebody's lacking change or going towards something. It's changing a little bit. The Queen of Cups emotion, whether it's you or the person you deal with. The Magician, the World. It's almost like the person, this is going to be strange, but there's an Aries out there. I don't know if it's a woman or male. It could be a dude, could be a woman. Don't care what it is. But somebody may get off on that energy. Somebody may get like that. They like that shit. Like, let's start and have some fun for a little while, just to cause a bunch of shit, just to start over with somebody else. And the repetition of it. Like, they like it. Where the fuck do you go with that? The chair, you just keep moving. That bitch just keeps moving. That bitch doesn't care what cup they pick. That cup is like, I'll take all the fucking cups. The Empress. What is here? The Empress. And I'll trust what I'm doing. Even though 9 of Cups is not providing wish fulfillment or the passion I'm looking for or the outcome I'm looking for. Somebody has a I don't care attitude. I don't care if it works. I don't care if it doesn't work. It's almost like somebody feels like eventually they'll get that right fucking cup. What are you, throwing fucking golf balls into the cup until it bounces into the right one, hoping you're going to hit the right one? This may not be every Aries reading. You may know an Aries like this. 3 of Cups. They're unbothered or trying to be unbothered by the emotional connections that they want. 9 of Coins, trying to be independent. The Sun, trying to pretend like everything makes them happy. They're lying. They're fucking lying. 7 of Swords is them lying about where they are with their heart or how they feel emotionally. Ace of Wands, they're not getting what they want. It may just be a sexual connection. They might just encounter sexual connections versus moving forward the way they would like. In what? Love offers. Motherfucking love offers. Page of Cups. I don't know if I want to keep reading Aries. Aries, what in the hell is going on? All right. I'll give you a little bit more. I just hope it's something different. Let's see what I'm gonna have to do that other shuffle. Fuck that. Here we go. A little more for Aries. A little bit more for Aries. Here we go. Now, don't come at me in the comments either after the fucking live like, you don't like Aries. I don't give a fuck what your sign is. What I'm getting is what I'm getting, and we're going to leave it there. I don't want to hear a bunch of dumb shit in the comment section. Just not. You get 2 warnings. I'm going to be just very blunt. 2 warnings. If you come off disrespectful, somebody came at me in the comment section saying some stupid shit like, oh, did I trigger you? It's like, no, bitch, you didn't trigger me. I just don't like ignorant people. If you say something ignorant and then you say something ignorant again, you don't have to be here. I don't have to fucking worry about you. You don't got to worry about me. You know what I mean? Like, if I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it for people, that's enough for me. Straight up. Never let a person walk on you, especially if they're, as spiritual as a wet fart. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Don't let them do that. 9 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment for Aries. What's going on? Yeah, I just did call them spiritually wet farted. Okay, so emotionally, you would like to see things change. You would like to see things work out. Ace of Wands, passions, desires to take on. The Emperor. It's funny that I'm telling you that's what you would like and you showed up. I feel like your hearts felt like it just never works out. Three of Swords, Two of Swords. No, excuse me, Two of Wands and Two of Swords. You may always feel like it just ends before it can get anywhere. And I feel like you're tired of that. Nine of Cups, emotionally, things not showing value or sticking around. I feel like you get sick of it not happening. The Hanged Man in reverse. Thank you for the super chat, Small TV. You have the Six of Swords in reverse. Why? Go to the bottom. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, King of Wands. So you don't want the anxiety of it. You also don't want to be stuck in like the nostalgic past of it, but you want to have the fun time show up with that King of Wands energy. Aries. Show me something else for Aries. You know that that's what you want, it tells me. It tells me, let's do it. The cards that wanted to come out. It tells me you know that that's what you want with the Moon card. The Hierophant, you've probably come to the practicality or the learning mechanism of that. Five of Wands, felt so left out by it. What is it that you truly want? What is it that you truly care about? Love. That's what it's telling me for you. What is not showing up for you? King of Wands. King of Wands, 10 of Wands reversed. It's love not happening for you. The action, the investment building. And I feel like it's something Aries is sick of. Queen of Swords and Judgment. Communication, strength reversed. Two of Coins, wanting things to become practical that don't go anywhere. It's probably why you got sick of shit. That's what I see for the zodiac sign of Aries. Okay. We're going to do air signs. 56, 55. We'll start with Gemini because I always skip you. Gemini. Here we go. What do we got for Gemini? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Gemini? I can't read my chicken scratch. It's going to be a pain in the ass. All right. What's here for Gemini? What's the message straight to the point for Gemini? Yeah, not surprised. You've been getting the same old bullshit. I can't change the energy. I'm not going to just throw a load of shit you want to hear in your ear. Some people may get off reading like that. I don't. I kind of take this shit seriously because I understand spiritualism enough to do that. All right, so the 6, you have balance and Page of Wands. A lot of you may not feel like you've been getting a lot of balance. Some of you, it's in things you're passionate about. That could be anything. Some of you, that could be work. That could be love. It could be both. You feel like it's just not showing up for you the way you would care about, the way you'd like to see it work out. Work and love, potentially. You just feel like you're at a distance with this. Oh my God. Especially on the emotional factor. A lot of you could also feel like you've been emotionally tired of wanting things to manifest on a good emotional upheaval. It almost feels like everything is rolling downhill. And I feel like you're sick of it, sick of things not working out, looking at situations, judgments, outcomes that don't work out. And now you may be getting ready to be a social butterfly. Some of you are going to start thinking about I feel like emotionally thinking about moving towards that, taking the risks, accepting an offer or communicating to somebody that you'd like to offer something to. It's one of the two. Either someone's going to offer something to you or you're going to offer something to somebody. You may start opening your mouth. Somebody may start opening their mouth to you. Ain't that some shit? Bottom of the deck, King of Swords energy. Open the mouth. You know, if the mouth doesn't open, where is it going? Here we go. Some of you may have to speak about the changes you want. You may have to kind of let it fall out your mouth or tackle the changes you want. I feel like you've been at a distance with doing that or figuring out what's going to make you happy. Something about I can't find out. I can't place what's going to make me happy. I feel so away from it. Very unsure of what to trust or if why, almost like being combative with yourself. Should I trust it? Why should I trust it? Does this make sense? Does this not make sense? However, when it comes to stability, or it's stability or love situations. I almost get like you've discovered that when it comes to communication or passion, everything just feels so fucking unhealthy to you. And I think you don't like that. I feel like you know the story. I don't know why, but I feel like this story is going to make sense to a lot of you with investments you've went towards. And I feel like you've been trying to clear this energy for a while. I feel like this energy has been something you've wanted to clear. Show me something else for Gemini. Think about it. It says a lot. And it tells me you're just unsure of what to build with. What's going to bring in the victory? I don't see the victory, but I want everything to work out. I know that I want everything to work out. I have the truth to clarity. I know what I want to work out. I just have a hard time thinking about what's really going to happen, or is it going to work out? That's what your reading tells me. Here we go. Show me something else, straight to the point. Some of you, it's about making that precise decision. Something about you struggling with that. The death card or the direction to go towards. A lot of you are going to try not to let things upset you, or that's what you've been trying to do. I feel like you've been trying not to let things upset you. I also feel like they have been. I'm done. I feel like you're trying not to let shit upset you, but it has been upsetting the shit out of you. And I feel like you know this. Here's your card in reverse. I feel like you're trying to get out of that funky energy, trying to kind of be your own independent, superior boss, whether you're a woman or a male. I feel like you're just like, nope, I got to boss out of that energy. Some of you, it's either you're not trying to worry about a love situation, or you're not trying to let things upset you. It's either you're not trying to be emotionally invested in situations that have upset you, or you're just, it's almost like I just need to get out of this upset energy. I think this has been lingering. You give me like this has been lingering for a while energy. Here we go. Let's keep going. A little bit more for Gemini. Show me something else for Gemini. Oh, my elbow. Here we go. What's the message for Gemini? Straight to the point. Why is that out? And what do you want to say to Gemini? Why is it the first card out? Ooh, I like that it did that. See what you get. Whoa. I hate giving some fucking... I hate when it's like a truth bomb, or when it feels that way. I feel like when it comes to being creative or passionate towards situations, you feel like it's just not happening or working out. Somebody may feel like it's just not happening or working out. Every time they want to put work towards it, emotionally, they feel like closed off from it. They try to move away from that energy. They want balance. They want emotional connection. They want to manifest something good, but they know they need to have better communication. Whether it's you or the other person you dealt with, or you going forward with strong communication. Because you can't fucking go forward with somebody if it's like this. King of Swords, Page of Wands. How the fuck are you going to move forward? Were you doing all the talking in the relationship and the other person was mute? Or vice versa? Because it's like what it's telling me. Others may just not be sure emotionally what they want to invest in. Or mentally, if it stimulates that, what the fuck is... It's almost like you don't know how to feel, is what your reading's telling me. When it comes to wanting to be grounded, it upsets you thinking about it. You just come off like I'm unsure of what decision to make, or what I should decide, or what I should do. But I want the change to happen. Whoever this is for. You know that's what you like. And you feel at a distance with it. And it's been bothering you. This tells me you've been at a distance with it, or emotionally you haven't felt like you want to even go towards it, approach it type energy when it comes to finding the happiness or the success in it. Some of you may be trying to focus on your value over your expansion towards the idea of falling in love. Others of you are just trying to let go of investments that you may feel are unhealthy or you don't know what to do with it. I feel like some of you want to explore passion or be creative at this time and trust that and build on that. Somebody could feel like they're running out of time before, like they don't have enough time to make a decision or take action towards that, whatever that's about. They think about it, but they're back and forth with like letting go or starting up. It's almost like they don't, I don't know what to do energy. It's almost like when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles and trust, I may feel very unsure if that's what I want to do here, kind of energy. Look at this. This guy's looking right at all that. Some of you, it's towards love situations. Others of you, it could be a family or a money situation that you're trying to figure out how to get. It's almost like you need change. You come off where it's like, I need changes. I need shit to change. And I feel like you know that because emotionally they haven't been fulfilling. You felt like you've discovered they've just been burdens. That's what it tells me for Gemini. What are the other cards for you, Gemini? Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to fix that so I can see that that's a 6 and that looks like a 1, but there we go. Gemini, straight to the point. What do we got for Gemini? Zodiac sign of Gemini. Oh, ooh, why do you come out like that? I just said this. I feel like you're going to have to explore. You're going to have to explore. The Magician, I do consider your card, but change the Tower card. Magician and Tower. I feel like that's what will excite you. That's what will give you the fuel. It'll ignite the fire kind of energy. I feel like it may have things may have felt like they were just not changing. Deathly suck. Kind of suck ass energy. And I feel like you're just ready for things to pick up or start again. You give me this. I want things to start again. I really want balance in situations. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you may feel like you've been excluded from that energy for a little too long, and now it's time to work towards it or take risks towards it. What is the Devil here for? And others of you are in like a period of reflection where you may not want to focus on things that you're unsure of to trust, whether that's in love, trusting yourself in making decisions, with the victories you can have. 2 of Coins, the things that can balance out. What is this card? Or with communication. 5 of Coins, you're sick of feeling left out of the circumstance or emotionally unavailable to situations that should bring a celebration or should be worthwhile to play with. It's been wearing out your patience. 5 of Cups shows me you've been tired of this. The Knight of Coins is you're ready to put work in and get truth and clarity on making decisions. Zodiac sign of Gemini. Here we go. Show me more for Gemini. You have, so it's like things have been rocky. You're trying to let go of the things that have been rocky. The 3 of Coins, and you're trying to get out of that energy. It's a funky energy you just want out of. I'm telling you, it's a funky energy Gemini just wants out of. Strength card. And I'm done. I'm so fucking over it. Strength card and Lovers. There's some kind of funky bullshit going on with Gemini. And they know what's going on. Things just don't seem like they're going in your favor at this time. I'm done. 8 of Coins, 8 of Wands reversed. Definitely don't feel like they're playing in your favor. The 2 of Coins, you're very aware of this. You're not, and you may feel like you're not taking action or seeing any growth at this time. What is going on? So you may not feel like you're emotionally getting any investments that are worthwhile, or you're just not communicating with anybody. Some shit like that. It's some bullshit like that. That's what I've got. Definitely Love's fucked up. I'm just gonna put it out. Love's fucked up for you. King of Swords. Love and we're done. I'm done, Gemini. I don't want to talk to you. Like, you get on my nerves. You're not talking to nobody. You ain't talking to nobody. I ain't talking to you. I don't know how else to say it to Gemini. What the fuck is going on emotionally? And King of Swords. It's like, where's the love and the communication? Where the fuck is it? This landed on that. 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Ace of Coins. Is it all in your head? Queen of Cups, emotionally, what's up? 7 of Coins, 9 of Wands. And it's almost like you're trying to figure out how to trust yourself more internally versus in going towards anything or communicating with anything, kind of letting everything just fizzle out, trying to open your imagination. 8 of Swords may be trying not to have any anxiety. 2 of Cups may not feeling like you're something doesn't come right with the investments, whether it's, I'm telling you, whether it's almost like I don't know what I want to do. You have a I don't know what I want to do energy. That's going to create balance. You give me this I need to figure stuff out energy. Queen of Wands and not stress about it. 3 of Swords, I have been stressed about it. 9 of Cups, emotionally, I would like love and I would like to see things change. But then I go to the 9 of Cups reversed and the Ace of Wands. I want things to develop or be available. When passions, excitements. 2 of Swords, I already know what I want, the Empress, the world, but endings have kept me from finding happiness. Somebody could feel like endings have gotten in the way or haven't completed endings, and that's been the problem. 6 of Swords reversed. The Hanged One. Somebody feels stuck. I'm so fucking over it. 6 of Cups with the past. I don't want to read this anymore. I feel like the past is caught up with somebody, and they're starting to recognize it's not making them happy, and they're learning to trust themselves more. Queen of Swords. It could be Gemini that's fucking going through this. I think your reading is done. Your reading was like it just felt like it would. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about your reading. I'm hoping it's different the next time, but at this point, I don't know. It feels like it just circles around the same thing for a while with you. Okay, we're going to move on to Libra. Libra will be at 112, 18. All right, Libra. I'm not starting with those cards. I don't know. That was too goddamn much for me, all right? I don't know what the hell that was all about. All right, Libra. Some of you Libras could be focusing on career or family. Straight off the bat, career or family. Making that decision. You feel like anything that you don't trust or feels impractical to you, you're not going to focus on. If you can't trust it, or you don't want it around, or you don't think it wants you around, it's almost like you come off like I'm okay with that. You give me this, I'm okay with that energy. I'm okay. I don't need other things to block my thinking or my action. I know what I'm looking for. Kind of very goal-oriented. A lot of you will come to the crossroads where like you're going to be opening up your heart or looking at the way you invest in situations is what it's telling me. Things that have ended emotionally that didn't work out. I don't feel like you're so worried about moving towards the risks. I think you're kind of viewing things that came to a close. I think emotionally you're recognizing I can't let that stop me. You give me this energy, I can't let that stop me. I just got to move forward. And eventually I'll accept something coming towards me. Ace of Wands, you will definitely move towards something that'll make you happy. But I feel like you give me this energy, it's not right now, or it's been feeling that way for a while for you. I'm done. You may be feeling that distance from it or accepting that. Might be what's in your mind, or it might have upset you for a while. I think you've kind of let that stop throwing you off balance or worrying about it, thinking about it. Emotion. When it comes to taking an offer, I don't think you're going into that yet. You don't feel like you want to move towards anything right now. Emotionally, hell no. I don't feel like you trust it. A celebration or committing to that new beginning, it's telling me. It says no. It says you don't trust going to that new beginning. It says right now that's not what Libra wants to manifest. Libra's like, I don't want that bullshit around me. I'm good and content with making my discovering, trusting. I don't need a celebration around me right now. Fuck the growth in toxic situations that leave me emotionally unfulfilled. This card really wants to come out. It's almost like it doesn't make you feel grounded or happy in love. So I don't feel like you're gonna let that stress be a problem. You give me that energy where it's like, I don't want to be fucking stressed out. Like, what the fuck would I do that to myself for? A magician. I'd rather take actions and get truth and clarity in situations and have growth. Kind of be a very, be independent, be my own person, make up my own fucking mind kind of energy. You have a very bold ass energy. I'm about to put it out there. Your energy's strong as fuck when it comes to like not wanting to take anybody else's shit. I don't know if you've been in this energy, but this is the energy it's telling me that you've either been in or you're going to continue to be in. Holy fuck. That's your strength. That's who you're going to be. That's what you're going to do. Libra, don't call me. Don't fucking telegram me. Don't fucking Insta message me. I don't want to fucking, I don't want no fucking, no communication from you right now. Don't even fucking come towards me. Don't be trying to be telepathic with me. Stay the fuck away because you don't give a damn. And it's very clear. You're like, I just don't give a shit. Here we go. What's under that? Stability is more what you're practically, I feel like, focused on versus interruptions or playing with things that feel like they're interrupting you, or that just didn't work out, didn't balance out. If it didn't feel like it worked, balanced out, or you could share the emotions to it, Libra's like, fuck you. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. I feel like you're like, no, fuck you and fuck that communication. I don't want it. You're not going to get it because you're behind me at this point. You didn't want to fight for me. I don't want to fight from you. What did we learn about this situation? We learned, fuck that situation. I'm not going to be hurt. I'm not going to get stuck upset. I'm going to focus on my motherfucking victories. And the card that's staring at me is the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. Libra's all about that shit right now. I'm done. Your reading was easy. Libras aren't fucking around. You guys are like, yep, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. I don't know. May not be every fucking Libra's reading, but that's the Libra energy I'm picking up. That's where you're at. Here we go. Anything else for Libra? Why is that in reverse for Libra? What's going on? Show me. I almost feel like you don't want to be attached to things that don't feel like they value you. I feel like you've already accepted that things didn't work out. You give me this space where it's like, I don't want to have to be strong in situations that I've had to drop off or trust aren't going to be there for me. They're not going to be the judgment, the outcome I'm looking for. They're not. I just want to see things grow. I would like something to be a new beginning. I would like to own it, trust it, and the other person to do the same thing by me. It's the only way I'm moving fucking towards it. And I know that's how you're very responsible with it, but you almost make me feel like while you're feeling that way, you're not very invested in jumping at love situations right now. I don't think you're unaware of this. I think you know this. I feel like emotionally, the burdens, you became open, precisely aware that things didn't work out. It's almost like you've looked at it, you've analyzed it, you've smelled the roses, and you've let go of it. And this offer or an offer that comes towards you, whether it's large or small, when it comes to thinking about it, I don't see you jumping fucking through hula hoops for nobody's ass. Hell no. I feel like you're like, nope, I don't want it right now. I don't know why I feel that way, but it doesn't excite you. So what it comes across as, a lot of it may be you don't want to be upset because love situations have already upset you, where they've dropped off or they ended. Something like that for Libra. What the fuck? You may get new communicate. Oh, shit. You may end up with new communication. Who is it? Fire sign. Could be a fucking Leo. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whoever it is. And it's not coming for a while. I'm going to put it out to you like that. It ain't coming. It ain't going to show up in a fucking black cape and be like, I am Batman. It ain't doing that shit to you. I'm Catwoman. It ain't doing that bullshit. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a while. I don't see this shit happening anytime soon. I feel like you just got to let things be what they are. Death card. You're going to be waiting around for a little while. I just don't see it happening overnight. You will get communication, though. You will get communication. That is going to look like it could be solid if you are willing to trust it. You are right there, too. I do feel like you're going to get some kind of communication. I do feel like you're going to be waiting around the corner for that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening, like, in a day or two. Thank you for the super chat. All right. What else is here for Libra? You give me this, I'm so fucking content with not giving a shit energy. Like when I read you, I feel like nothing could bother me. Nothing's going to bother me. You just come on. I get this weird fucking energy. That's how I feel like you feel. And I could be wrong, but that's what I'm picking up on you guys. Like, why the fuck would I let that bother me? I don't know. But I'm smoking a cigarette with you. All right? I don't know what that's all about. There's nothing wrong with that. Very easygoing, very like, I don't care. I think you do, but I don't think it's your, like it's not your main focus. Not right now. Not to whoever this resonates with, hell no, it's not. Hell to the no. Libra's like it's a piece of gum. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nope, I don't give a shit. That flavor's old. I'm good. I don't want that flavor either, or this flavor. I don't know. We'll see where you go with the other cards. Libra. Here we go. Libra. That's fast. Clarify it. Holy shit. Something will invest in you, or you will invest in something. I'm telling you, something's going to invest in you in the future, or you will invest in something. 8 of Coins energy. I don't think it's now, though. The next card was the Lovers reversed. But I didn't take it out. It's not right now. The Judgment's in reverse. It's a no. Look at that. Lovers. It's a no to love right now. I'm telling you. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before you see those 10 cups start moving towards your ass. All right? 8 of Wands. I'm sorry. That's what it's telling me. Clarify it. It could be good. Oh, okay. Some of you guys, it's going to be a fucking water, earth, or fire sign. Whatever you have a lot of water. It could be a water sign, but you have the two of cups to the 4 of cups. I just feel like it's gonna be a minute before this happens. Show me something else for Libra before you start investing in it. Why is that like that? This Libra, are you intrigued by it right now? You're not intrigued by it. Ace of Wands is reversed, and the 2 of Swords is here as well. The decision's already made. 6 of Swords, it's almost like I don't want to be suspended in that energy. 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. It's almost like I don't want to deal with any destruction right now. Libra, you come off like I don't want any destruction in my life. And these are the things that I've focused on probably for a while. Emotionally, I'd rather be left alone than deal with aggravation. Some of you might even feel like not focusing on things that didn't work out in the past. Working to open your heart, not feel stuck with opening your heart. The Emperor is reversed. Libra wants things to come 100. That's your card. Come 100% correct at them. No hot and cold energy here. Or you're not putting up with it. You won't. I'm done. 3 of Cups reversed. You will not put up with it. Libra's like a put up or shut up energy. You straight up are like put up or shut up. The Star card. Well, let's see where you go. Because you know what you want. You know what you want. You want security, emotional and mental security. That's the investment Libra's looking for. This is the investment Libra's looking. This is what you want to work towards, or you see as fitting or suiting. Not this we don't talk anymore energy being strong about cutting away from shit or being on your own. You're not worried about that or even getting the wish fulfillment emotionally right now. You've let it go. You give me this, I've let it go. I don't let it bother me. Energy. Four of Wands. Why is the celebration here though? What clarify this one? I would like to. Something about I would like a new. Hold on. I would like a new beginning, but what's the problem here? Show me what the problem is. 7-7. 7-7 may be important to you right now. It's almost like it's hard to identify, seeing it be something that's you know that you can touch. It's almost like you don't know if you can touch it or feel it, or if it's going to come in the way you want. Because right now it doesn't feel like it's something you could move towards, or it would be more than a physical thing. And I feel like you're very aware that that's what's held you back. Chariot reversed. That's what stopped you from moving forward. 5 of Swords, not wanting to entertain. The Tower, just wanting to accept change. And not wanting to be lied to. Or to end up at a dead end again. When it comes to the emotional correspondence of your happiness. Because that's what may have happened one or too many times. Too many fucking the world completions endings. And now you're starting to trust yourself. There you go. The Hermit, you're definitely starting to trust yourself. And emotionally, 5 of Coins, you may have felt like things weren't ever going to show you the victory you were looking for. But you're not letting it stop you. You have stopped moving in the direction of opening up on an emotional fulfillment, it's telling me, though, for a while because of it. It just doesn't seem like it's showing up or it's bringing in value. And you know that. You definitely know that. 10 of Swords, you'd like a new beginning and you'd like to invest. What's the problem? But emotionally, it feels like you've been doing things on your own. It's almost like, I almost feel like things have been kind of like you can't focus on the things that didn't work out, and I don't want to focus on the things that could work out energy. Maybe it's about focusing on the things you care about, whether it's yourself or people around you, more than anything. I feel like that's where you're at. All right. On to Aquarius. Let me write a Q, and that'll be 127.40. Okay, it's done. Here we go. Aquarius. Be a little after 127.40, but it's close enough. Maybe 44, I'll say. Whatever. If I can remember. They'll be close. They're not going to be accurate, but hey, they'll be there. A lot of you really would like to see balance with communication, and it feels like it's towards love. What the fuck? You give me this energy where it's like you may feel left out, like it's like, oh, it's a breach of contract. Like, what's going on? Like, you're like a breach of contract, or I just can't find my social, my new beginning, my social environment, my happiness. Like, I do feel like it's in your imagination or your feelings a lot, though. I do feel like you keep that to yourself, Aquarius. I do feel like you do keep that to yourself. You want the passion, but you're at a distance with it, emotionally wanting it to build, wanting that happy fulfillment, wanting to move in that fucking direction. The thing I'm seeing here, though, is when it comes to communication or moving towards love, have you invested in it? Have you taken the risks? Or have you only given it thought? Because it feels like you've only given it thought and no communication or no fucking work. Emotionally, not trying to be stressed or at a distance with things that emotionally you had to make a decision or let go of. You have I need to start over. I need to know that I can start over. I need not to bring any anxiety or fear towards the happiness or the celebrations I can trust or move towards. I can trust or I can move towards. Trust the fuck out of them. You are trying to, it's almost like you're trying to discover that's what you should do, or that's what's for your highest good. That's probably the best judgment for you. That's probably your challenge. Because I don't feel like you've put the work in. I feel like you've just been patient, focused more on work versus communication or starting over, emotionally starting over. I don't feel like you've been opening up or investing in anybody. Doesn't mean you don't want it. just doesn't seem like it's been something that's been in front of you. I do get that you want it to be in front of you, but you haven't put any effort towards it. You would like growth, you would like love, but there's no work. Silence. You got to get out there. What is this? I feel like you got to balance that shit out. Give me more. Things will change if you're willing to start playing with what you want emotionally. And the Death card and the Queen of Pentacles. You stopped stressing about it. You started moving away from it. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not set. It's not giving you what you want. Wow. You're at a distance with, I'm done, man. You're at a distance with love, and it's telling me you know that. The Hanged Man. I'm sorry, I read a comment. It said he's a fairy. I'm like, I hope she's not talking about me, but I really don't care. The Lover, fairy. What the fuck does that? I don't even want to know. The Hanged Man. The 10 of, oh shit, I shouldn't have looked at the comments. The Hangman. All right, so you're trying not to focus on things that are upsetting. I also feel like you are in a learning part of life with starting over. I keep staring at that 10 of Swords in reverse. Embracing the power of change or inviting it in, Aquarius. I feel like you know that's what you need to do. I don't know. It just feels natural to tell you that. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. Here we go. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need a little bit of balance. Maybe you need a little bit of balance up in there. Maybe you need some shit to change. Sometimes the strength is within inside of ourselves if we're willing to take action, Libra. I almost called it. Maybe you got to deal with a Libra. Who the fuck am I reading? Or maybe you dealt with a Libra, Aquarius. Whatever you didn't get in wish fulfillment or progress, that's behind you now. It's better to accept and identify what we're not working towards, because it looks like you're not working towards the judgment or the investment that you want. So some of you, it's almost like this is going to be like either you focus on career in yourself or just being happy, committed to whatever goes on and being okay with that, but it's not creating the outcome you want. It's got you at a distance from it, especially towards love. It makes you feel like it's an unfamiliar territory, whatever the fuck that is. Like if things are out of balance or just not happening, probably gets on your nerves because you'd like that new beginning. It might even stress you out when you think about going after starting up the communication. Some of you are aware of that energy. Whatever. Oh, closet fairy. I'm not even gonna. No comment. I said enough, right? What? I mean, there are worse things out there. That's pretty fucking. But there are worse things out there, so at least that's all it is. I'm glad that that's all it is. I mean, that's still kind of weird, but whatever. I hate to put it. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I feel like your struggle is it's almost like you've got to commit to knowing that you can get what you want. You come off like you need to do that. The world, it's almost like the world things have ended so you could start somewhere, but you're not with that King of Swords reverse. The Queen of, but your heart wants it, but you're not sacrificing moving towards it. You're sitting in suspense. You're not playing with it. You're not fucking playing with it. It isn't really making anything emotionally better or showing anything change. I feel like it's not. I do feel like you have a strong energy towards learning that you need to get out more, venture out more, or emotionally become available. Because the Star card, you're not. I hate to give you this shit. I don't know if you've just been patient for too long, or you just haven't discovered what to do with situations, or if you even want to play with situations, security, stability, or communicate with shit, because you're very far away from that love. Every time I get love for you, it's reversed. You're not looking at it. It's almost like I don't trust any fucking buddy or to let anybody close to me. but I want change and I want the progress, but emotionally, I'm not sure how that's going to happen or how I'm going to make everything work. Just believe you're strong enough to. It's almost like emotionally you've stopped wanting to go towards situations or people, but you want communication and you want a love offer, but you've held back or been resistant to moving forward outside of your thought process. You don't do anything. And that's why the victories kind of slow down or not happened. You've got to come out of the either somebody wasn't communicating with you and it really upsets you and it puts you to where you don't want to communicate with other people, or you might be coming off that way. It's either somebody did that to you or that's how you're coming off. The wheel, the sun is reversed. There's no action here, but you don't want to be stressed out. You're trying to be independent. You want a happiness, you want to trust something happy to unfold. But when it comes to love, you don't see it actually happening the way you would like it to happen. Why? You might struggle to believe it could be something that's worth the effort. This is somebody could feel like, I don't know if I want to take the risks. Is it going to stress me out? Am I going to discover I'm stressed out? Is it going to make me feel like it's messing with my health? When I go towards the situation, am I going to be able to trust it? Because it comes off like you don't feel like you can. Whoever that's for, all right? Jesus. Oh. Let me give you something else. It's not really feeling like, it's almost like I don't feel like it's a tug of war situation. I feel like it's just, it's like, why do I want to do something if I don't know what I like how I can make this work, or if it's supposed to work, or I don't want to say it's being completely pessimistic, but it's not being available or open to the opportunity of trying. And that's the issue. Somebody's not willing to try. I don't know why you would be in that energy or why you would accept that. I mean, maybe that's just, maybe you felt more confident or comfortable there. I really don't know. I got the devil card out. What's up? What's up with the devil? Running with the devil. I think I get it. Some of you could have had a hard time with a Capricorn. Some of you guys could have had a hard time with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe a Sagittarius, whatever fucking sign. Maybe a water sign. That's here too in reverse. But the situation I'm seeing, it's almost like you don't want to be let down again. You give me this, the devil, the two of coins, the no action, having to get strong through a situation that just ends up being incomplete anyway. The Ace of Wands to the Ace of Swords, feeling like you're not going to get the clarity or the precise outcome you want. The Five of Cups, not wanting to go after something that isn't going to be emotionally fulfilling. With the Knight of Coins in reverse and the Knight of Wands, just not wanting to play with something that you don't feel like is going to work out. You come off like, I don't have the patience, or I don't want to tolerate that energy. Show me something else. Aquarius. I'd rather leave it alone. I don't know what this is, why you may feel that way, if you feel that way. Or maybe relationships have made you feel that way, more than platonic relationships. A lot of you may feel like I just got to leave it alone, or it's just not for me. Why would you? A lot of you want to see something shift out of that. Ten of Swords, you would like a new beginning. You'd like to see balance. You'd like to be able to have emotional fulfillment. But why is the investment? But I feel like your struggle is trusting the investment. I feel like that's the hard work you're going to have to put in. And I do feel like, emotionally, that's what you got to start doing to get balance and happiness. I feel like you are very aware of that. This might be what you need to change or to trust. You've got the Hermit and the High Priestess. This might be what you need to trust so you can be emotionally available or ready for things to shift for you, for things to meet you in the world or meet you halfway. Not to feel like they're just going to end, be incomplete. Not to feel like you can't trust them or they're not going to work out, or things can't be different. I feel like it's held you back from taking on those risks. The Fool, or the investments, the Queen of Coins, the communication, and the Eight of Swords. It doesn't tell me that you're stressed out about being alone. It just tells me you're stressed out about moving towards love, or believing it's worth the effort. I don't know. It's like the Lovers is in reverse to Ten of Coins. Is the love worth it? Am I making the right decision? Eight of Wands, should I move towards it? Three of Coins, should I work with it? Eight of Coins, I'm going to tell you yes, but I don't think you have been. Judgment's reversed. Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Cups. It's almost like you could have a celebration if you're willing to go after it. You go to a 2, to a 10, to a 9 of Cups, to a 3 of Swords. It's almost like you're resistant to love, it tells me. You may have been single for a little while, or you may have just been investing in yourself or your circumstances for a while and not focused on anything else. Like, especially when it comes to love, I'm going to say love or communication. King of Coins, I feel like your investment has been money situations over love. Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. It's almost like you because you didn't get the wish fulfillment, or you didn't really. I almost feel like you didn't know what was going on. You didn't get the communication potentially. There's your card. What's after you? Didn't get the balance. In love, I'm done. I'm so fucking done. In love, the Five of Swords. So it kind of left you confused. A lot of you may feel like I've been confused about how to fucking, if I should approach it, if I want to approach it, what I want to fucking do with it. That might not be for everybody, but that's what I'm feeling for Aquarius. All right. I'm still on Aquarius, a little bit longer. Show me something for Aquarius, straight to the point. So you know you want happiness. You're just struggling. I'm done. I get your reading. You know you want happiness. And it's more or less knowing what you want to invest in to balance out. I just feel like you're struggling to take those risks, and you know that you're in that energy. The new beginnings could bring in the happiness. And I feel like that is what you've got to focus on. The Empress, or focus on trust, discover, whatever. Something like that. What just hit me? It tells me you think about what you could have, but you don't really go. I don't feel like you put work towards it. I just don't get the energy you're putting the work towards it. And the next card is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You may have felt like you've had to sacrifice too many times to even want to do it again or communicate or work in that. Something about work with another person. You have this, I don't know how to approach love, or if I want to approach love energy. I just don't get it. I feel like you're trying to figure that out. If it's worth letting it go and not focusing on it, or if you should start taking action towards it. Something like that. This will definitely make sense to you if you haven't been trying to focus on playing around in passionate situations. Definitely Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands, King of Wands reversed. Emotionally being available. There's your card. Or working with being available or open to putting the work and effort into love situations. Because it shows me you've been at a distance. A lot of you have gotten to the point you've been at a distance for so long you don't trust it. You trust that it's okay with not being with somebody, but you don't get upset about. Others of you have had so many conflicts in the past, platonic or love, that's why you don't focus on either one or people of the past. Sometimes you may have felt, I get this weird energy where some of you may have felt like I had to learn my way. And when you had to trust that, it wasn't really your way. You had to learn the hard way. And that feels like towards something platonic around you, whatever. That's what I see for Aquarius. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right. Who's going to be next? Who's the next victim? I think I want to do Pisces is going to be next. Pisces. What time? We're going to call it 1:45:45. 45. Here we go. Okay, Pisces. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please remember to hit the like button, hit subscribe if it resonates, or if a previous video you watch resonates. Not all of them are gonna fulfill your basically be for you. Some maybe, but not all. Here we go. Let's go. Pisces. Okay. I went a little late on Pisces, so we're going to have to do 1:46:30. We'll just do 1:46:45. Close enough. Pisces energy. Straight to the point. Ooh, you definitely said fuck off with that energy. You have I had to trust letting go of an energy. Some of you may have had a sore throat. My throat just got sore. Or you might have had like a sinus cold or sinus infection. Kind of just got a sore throat real fast. You might be that might have been something you dealt with not too long ago. But I feel like there's a situation, the devil, the 8 of Cups, that you knew you couldn't work with anymore. You had to kind of say, see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good riddance. I don't want to deal with it. I feel like you had to trust that. And you had to stop communicating. And it was definitely with an earth, fire, or water sign. That's all that's on the table. Now air. It tells me that you stopped talking to them, then you might have thought about moving towards them, started to talk to them or be emotionally available, wanting to be emotionally available for them, just to recognize I can't manifest this or this isn't going to work out. I'm not going to talk to them. That could be you. That could have been what they did to you. But it feels like for some of you, that's what may have how you may have reacted. Here we go. Show me something else for Pisces. Somebody wasn't showing you emotional value or being available for you enough, is what it tells me. It's almost like the investment, they showed up when they did show up, when things felt like they were coming in, it was like they were there. Then all of a sudden, where were they? It was like we were starting something, and then all of a sudden I can't get a hold of you. Why? I feel like that might have made it easier for you to accept. You give me like I had to accept the situation. Trust that if things aren't balancing out, it's probably not the best emotional response that I'm receiving. Probably shouldn't play with this. I probably shouldn't go towards this. I don't know if I can trust this as far as I can look at it or throw it or whatever the fuck. Maybe I should start to trust my own independence. I'm not surprised. Independence. Work on myself. Go in that direction. I feel like you couldn't trust the communication, or you just didn't know why. It was very little back and forth, very small back and forth communication, or very infrequent might be the proper way to say that. I don't know. I feel like it just, it was there, then it wasn't. And all of a sudden you were like, where did you go? Why am I wondering what you're doing? You might have even been like, fuck this. I want a new beginning. This isn't love. I got to get out of here. I'm not fighting for this because you're not fighting for me. And I'm not going to stress about it. I don't think you could trust this bitch. I hate to say it like that, but you couldn't trust a motherfucker. And I feel like you got sick of trying to figure it out. They may have been at a distance from you. Pisces, they may have been at a distance from you, and you might have got sick of figuring this shit out. You had to let it go and not be upset about what you're doing. Something may have felt like it wasn't showing up for you. So why were you going to let it stress you out? I don't think you are. I think it took a little bit of thought or practicality and trust for you to make the correct changes to say this isn't the right investment for me. And I can't lie to myself or what's going to be like security, strength, happiness, everything in the future. Emotionally, if I'm offering if I'm offering up, but they're not, what's going to happen? Eventually, it's going to fall apart. We're going to separate or it's going to close out. Temperance. And I don't need the headache. You come off like I don't need the headache. Show me why that's here. It's definitely telling me it was a water sign, maybe a fire sign, maybe an earth sign. Whatever it wasn't showing you any stability or growth. And you knew that. You knew that. It may have also made you feel like it came around, it played games. It almost makes it feel like you try to get you to trust it or buy into its bullshit. I'm sorry, but that's how I get this message. Somebody may try to get you to buy into their bullshit. Let's see what else you get. Show me something else for Pisces. You got 4 really fast. So Pisces, the way I think you view this, I feel like I'm going to say something a little different for your reading. I feel like the way you view this is you recognize this isn't going to work. This is, you know what? I can't get stuck with anxiety, fear, regret of a situation. I can only put my thoughts or my feelings in a situation of what I can have or what I want to move on to, not what's not working out, not what's not showing up for me. I've cut free of that. I'm not starting to have that be my focus. I don't want to think or feel about that. I don't want to communicate to it. I don't want them calling me. I don't want to look at that. Definitely could have been, like I said before, fire sign, air sign, any sign, but for a lot of you, it's fire, air, or water. Maybe earth, but it feels like fire, air, or water. The sun, air, water. I feel like you've decided, you know what? I'm not going to let the emotional spoils ruin what I invest in. Whether it's love situations or situations in love that don't work out, I'm not going to let that throw me off balance. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to commit to myself. And I'm going to stay very, you give me like, I got to be logical. I got to be open. I kind of want to do things, adventure. You may also start communicating with people, new people. I don't feel like you're working with anybody that you've already dealt with. I don't think it interests you. You come off like, I just want new energy. You give me like this I want new shit. I'm done. I asked no or yes. Change. Strength card, truth and clarity card, Tower. That's probably where your imagination's at. I want a new emotional investment. I don't want to focus on anything that's not solid, because that's what you're about. Being solid, getting the security, getting things. You may be having to wait, but you may wait a while before you even play again, or before you even open your heart. It's telling me towards love or action towards it. You may take a back seat for a little bit. Just feel like you're not really focused on that. I don't feel like you feel responsible for that shit right now. I feel like you feel responsible for other things to focus on. When it comes to situations that didn't work out, you had a lot of time to think about it or stay at a distance and not really get upset about it. You were at one point. I feel like you were upset at one point. I do feel like you let this go. You stopped worrying or emotionally feeling that way. You did. You cut free of that energy. You're more like focusing on what's coming towards you or what will come towards you and wanting to trust that, or that's the good way to think or feel about situations, not where you've been, what was offered to you that hurt you or wasn't emotionally fulfilling. I don't feel like the past is what you're focused on. I feel you give me the energy. It's where I can go. It's what I haven't found or experienced yet. And that's the decision I'm trying to go towards. Maybe even the experience you're trying to trust. The moon card, trust, be aware of. Because it's telling me that you had to trust letting the situation be what it was and move on. Some of you had to recognize, I can't be in this bullshit energy. I don't want this bullshit in my life. You show me a little bit of passion, then you show me that you're not the best fucking thing for me. So you kind of like goodbye, good riddance. I'm not going to say goodbye, good riddance, but I'm not going to tolerate it kind of energy. You come off very, I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm going to focus on my independence. And if you're not willing to put the work in or balance your shit out, then this is over. You give me then this is over, and I'm not going to be sad or be crying over you night over night kind of energy. I'm not doing that. I can't get this card to do the right thing. That's what Pisces got me feeling like for you. I'll give you a little more. All right, here we go. No, this reading is not over. Not even close. I didn't do it. I didn't go in order. Halt. Judgment. Why is Judgment here for Pisces? Why is Judgment here for Pisces? Is this new? Is that new? Yes or no? Show me the answer. If you can with the tarot, show me the answer. What do you got for Pisces? I'm going to tell you, hell yeah. You're ready for something new. You got that new business coming towards you, or that's what you want. It might be what you want, because I feel like whatever you did think you were going to work with or was going to work with you, I feel like you kind of said, that didn't work out. That's okay. And then I asked about this card. If it was new, you got the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's fucking brand new. Whatever you're going to work with is going to have to feel like it's something you're going to have to discover. Something you'll find in time. You just got to trust that it's coming towards you, that offer's coming towards you. I'm done. That you have way too much. Something's going to show up for you, or you're going to show up for something energy. And it's not the past. It's not where you've been or what hurt you. It's something brand new that you're going to discover. It's going to be a brand new. It's like you have a new relationship. The next relationship you'll end up in is with somebody new, not with somebody that hurts you. Whether it's a fire, air, water sign, it won't be somebody that may have hurt you or that was very in and out. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Cups, the Star. Somebody was in and out. Some of you may have felt like they were in and out because they were focused on work or career, or that was their excuse. The Star card, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. All of a sudden, now where are they? So you didn't invest in it. It was a little upsetting. So emotionally, you let it go. And you had to trust knowing this person's not showing up for me, so why am I going to show up for them? I don't think that's what you're doing. I think you're about that new emotional offer that could come towards you. I feel like that's how you feel. I don't feel like you've jumped. I don't feel like you've met that other half yet. I really don't feel like you've found that celebration or person yet. I don't feel like you've found that excitement yet. I feel like you're still I feel like it's a matter of time. A matter of time when you will find it. I do feel you think about it though. Or you'd like it to be something to balance out. But at this point in time, I don't feel like it's something that's keeping you stuck. Not at all. I think you're emotionally investing and playing in situations that emotionally are around you or that are going to create happiness. Some of you, it's balancing out money situations or it's family, whatever that's about. Or close friends, some shit like that. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Here we go. Let's keep going. Oh, I did drop a couple. I felt that. I felt one hit me. Just one. What hit the ground? Balance card. So you're really kind of like just trying to be content with shit or make things make sense. It's almost like I feel like you weren't able to get things to make sense. So now you're just trying to make sense of what you can. Pisces. I feel like that's what happened with Pisces. I don't know why it feels so strong for you like that, but it does. All right. Pisces. Anything else for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Let's see what we get for you. Straight to the point for Pisces. Page of Cups, the Hanged One. Show me something. Pisces energy. What do you got for them? Straight to the point. I don't know. I just get you're going to be independent for a little while. Putting a lot of work and growth and effort in yourself before you get maybe an offer coming towards you. Page of Cups. It's the first card out. I don't feel like you're going to be jumping towards anything other than creating the abundant energy around you, maybe being social with those people that you know you can trust, or you that you've been comfortable with in the past. As far as love comes, I feel like you would like to see love. I feel like you'd like to see it grow. And what's funny is it looks like she's the same person, wearing the same hat. Wouldn't mind the love to grow, but isn't really the main focus right now. The main focus is change before you tap into the emotion or taking that ride. I don't think you really trust opening up or speaking to anybody right now. You've let endings be and you've learned how to trust that. Things may have felt out of balance when it came to victories, so you said let it go. And I don't think you let your ego or your feelings. I think at one time your feelings were getting the best of it until you started to trust yourself and recognize, well, it's time to move on. Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. You came very clear and rational to the fact that this person wasn't giving enough time or effort to you. I feel like you saw it for what it was. So you made a decision that this isn't love. This is not love. Five of Cups reversed. I'm not gonna get trapped in a situation that I end up fucking Ten of Swords, wishing it would end to having to start all over again. Invest in something that I move towards. That what ends up happening. Nine of Swords I get upset about. Ace of Cups doesn't work out. When I want to be happy, Four of Cups, what ends up happening? I don't get the truth and clarity. It ends up on its head in reverse. And I hate whoever you dealt with wasn't treating the situation properly, because you understood where you were. It's almost like you understood the assignment. 10 of Cups in the 2 of Cups. Excuse me. 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins. It's almost like you understood what you wanted. You have 10, 10, and 2. It's like you knew everything that you wanted, or how you wanted things to happen, how you wanted balance with the situation, but it wasn't what you were given. So you recognize I'm not going to go towards that. I'm not going to play with that. Every time I look at like fire energy, Knight of Coins, or moving forward energy, Knight of Wands, it's in reverse. I feel like you recognized Nine of Wands. I don't want to be guarded, but I can't go towards something that's not going to be right for me. That's how it shows up for you. So you let it go. It tells me you may have had to let something go, or just accept it for what it was. Accept the situation for what it was, because it wasn't giving you any emotional connection. Communication's fucking not there either. 4 of Swords, 5 of Wands reversed, 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords reversed, the Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups. What do we got? Ace of Cups. You definitely weren't getting the peace out of the situation. When it came to communication or manifesting things to actually work out in a love situation and happiness, 4 of Cups, King of Coins, the investment, it became something you recognized you had no more patience with. You had to let it go. The King of Swords, is reversed. You had to let it go. You had to understand that you are stronger and you deserve better. You have I deserve fucking more energy here. And I don't feel like you did that vindictively or like an asshole. I really don't. I feel like you got a raw deal. I don't even feel like you drew the short stick. I just feel like you drew the short person, or a short environment of unexperienced that didn't. I don't think the two people were aligned very well, or would have been down the road. I just don't feel like I just don't feel the connection. Whoever that's for. I did not do Cancer yet. We're gonna actually we'll do Cancer, because she asked, and because it's just easy. Cancer is at 204. Call it 30. 204.30. All right. We are on Cancer signs. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Whew. Cancer. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Cancer? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Son of a bitch. Let's do that one more time. Cancer. Straight to the point for you. Let's see what we get. Cancer signs. And this may not be, this may be kind of, this may be you, this may not, I don't know. Just take it. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know what to tell you here. All I know how to tell you is this. Somebody may have made you a little upset, or you don't, there's somebody here. Emotions, or judgment, and arguments, or fighting, or you just don't get along with somebody. Or somebody's a problem. You have like a problem child energy around you. It kind of sucks. I feel like emotionally it upsets you, or you know not to invest in it. I do feel like you focus on what you can celebrate towards, or what you can have. I feel like this is something you're trying to open up or discover. This is kind of what you want to create or go towards, get balanced with, move towards kind of energy. Some of you may have had a little bit of fear or anxiety about what could happen in the future. Or if you should trust offers in the future, whatever that's about. Some of you could be like, do I trust offers in the future? Because emotionally, I do imagine them, but is it something I can move towards? Or is it something that's not going to happen or work out? You're a little bit unsure about what's going to happen. Will I get the victory? Will I get the stability? Will I be happy? Kind of on the fence. You give me I'm on the fence energy. Here we go. You think about it. You think about it, it's got a lot of high regard or passion. You have a lot of high regard or passion for the situation. Clarify anything for Cancer. But I feel like you're struggling to see that it could happen, or that it could be available. Some of you, it's the Temperance card, the Queen of Wands, the Three of this makes me feel like something can show up for you. You got the Three of Cups decision. It just feels like it's hard to see it. Something about it's hard to see it because it's not in front of me yet. A lot of you are probably trying to balance out kids, work, family. Why is the communication card? Somebody doesn't like dealing with somebody that they have to deal with or they've dealt with in the past. They don't like dealing with that bitch. They don't like dealing with. Excuse me. Could have been with that person. I feel like Cancer's trying to be emotionally available, not only to discover what they can find in love, or if they're going to find love, if it's going to find them, if it's going to be worth the effort to build with it. You give me this, is it going to be worth the effort to start again? You totally give me that energy. Strength card reversed. I also feel like if anything were to upset you with communication, don't give it any. Don't feed into the bullshit. Don't give it any of your time. Something about the World card, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. Anything comes at you emotionally disrespectful, just to tell you fuck off. Just don't tell to fuck off. Just mentally say fuck off, but don't tell the bitch to fuck off. Mentally say fuck off, and just be unavailable for that shit. Whoever needs to hear that, don't work with that bullshit. Move in a direction that's going to bring in peace, happiness. I was just going to say abundance. Holy shit. Abundant energy. Everything else needs not to be with you right now. And you got to trust everything that you're aware of, or the direction you're fighting for to bring together. Look at the Trust card. I feel like this is your message. Holy shit. I feel like you are in an area where you can't let shit bother you. Don't let shit bother you. And really focus on what's going to make you happy. Or you give me the stay dedicated energy. Something about stay dedicated and stay true to yourself energy with that Hermit card. Hold on, I want to give you more. I really want to see what else I can get for you, if I can get anything else. Show me something else for Cancer. Cancer signs. Why is that like that? You start off with like an offer. You have like a, you give me I'm not interested energy in offers right now. And this may not be everybody. You give me I'm not so focused on offers of balance or celebration right now. Emotionally, I don't see that moving towards me or the outcome coming towards me, building with me right now. You know, and I'm not trying to be upset with situations, even of things I've been through or in the past. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm not trying to look back or trust situations of communication that may be upsetting or be not the best thing to end up trusting. I feel like you're learning to trust yourself a lot. I don't think you want to invest in something that doesn't show up for you or doesn't respect you. You have a like, I'm sick of shit not respecting me or treating me right. So why am I going to give it any fucking attention? It isn't creating balance. It's behind me. I know it's behind me. And I want to focus on the things that are in front of me, the investments I can create. Why is this reversed? Some of you, if you were wondering if love's coming towards you, it's probably not coming as fast as you'd like. I don't see communication. I don't feel like you're supposed to get stuck or upset about that energy. I think you're supposed to embrace your own energy, your own truth and clarity and direction, and stay strong, true, and tried to that shit right now. Put the hard work in. Take those motherfucking risks. And if you're dealing with somebody that's hard to deal with, don't worry about that right now. Just focus on the new beginnings that you haven't found yet. I feel like that's your message, and I feel like you're gonna find it. Your message is you're gonna find happiness. It's more or less getting to that discovery or recognizing it's available for you, even if it doesn't seem like it's something that's in front of you right now, because that's how it's showing me. Like you don't see it in front of you. I think it's going to show up. I think love will show up for you. It doesn't feel like you see it though. Coming towards you, Queen of. It's gonna be a while. I think you think about it being something like coming towards you, but you don't really push in that area of balance. It tells me you don't stress about it. What's up with communication in the Hierophant? You would like to see happiness. You've learned not to trust past people, or you've learned how to separate from them. You want love. You do want love. You want love. I feel like you just want to be, you want love. You want appreciation. You want like everything to work out. And I feel like you don't want to be upset or be a, you give me this, I don't want to be upset, but I also don't want to, like, I don't want to be stressed out about situations that I don't see happening when it comes to investment. And emotionally, I don't want to be at a distance either. Claire, I got to get some clarification on this shit. Hold on. Give me something else for Cancer. Clarify. Whatever you can. Clarify something for Cancer. You got to jump. Clarify. So you might have had a back and forth feeling towards going out. Going out, not sure if it feels right at this time. Making decisions when it comes to love. To not move towards it. Or not feel like it's there. You think about it. You would like something to happen with love. But why are you here again? But I don't feel like it's been your main investment right now. Maybe you're starting to love situations that are in front of you or that you know you can build. Because that's what it's telling me. Those are the new beginnings. You might get those new beginnings and then fall in love. That might be what manifests for you. Those might be the risks that you don't see coming. Something like that for Cancer. Strength and Magician and truth and clarity. This might be something you need to hear, so you're not focused on being upset, causing any anxiety, stressing about things that haven't manifested yet. You may just need to trust this message, and you may have to just wait your turn, because it may not be your turn yet. Page of Swords reversed. The investment that you want, I feel like hasn't shown up yet. That's all I feel. I feel like you are aware of this. You've got the cup ready. It just hasn't been the time. The investment hasn't made judgment, or it hasn't grown yet. And I don't think you should stress about it. you come off like you want to learn how to deal with things and focus on happiness, not focus on the things that have made you unhappy or tried to. You give me I hate to say this, but you give me there's been too many takers in your life. Fucking Cancer. I hate to say it, but I feel like you're aware there's been too many takers in your life. Too many takers. They want me. They want it all for them. It's almost like they don't come off sincere in your regard or your respect. And I don't think you like that. I think you've had to let that go and not be upset about it while you've done it. See the bullshit for what it was and say goodbye to it or stop trying to focus on it. I feel like that's what you've come towards. It tells me you're work-oriented, you're action-oriented, you want balance, you're not focused on the past, you want celebrations, but you don't see if things are going to change. Something about I'm not sure if they're going to change or when they're going to change. It also tells me you don't like dealing with somebody or somebody you had a hard time with somebody. You had an in and out or hard. This is just a hard time with somebody emotionally. Maybe they're just too much. Let's keep going. Oh, where are we at? Give Cancer a little bit more. Show me something else for Cancer. Zodiac sign Cancer. You got the Strength card to start with. Why is the Strength card here for the Zodiac sign of Cancer? Why is the Strength card here? Woo! No, sir. I feel like you're starting to honor letting go of things that didn't work out, or you did this a while ago. Some of you did this a while ago. Fuck that you did this now. You did this a while ago. I feel like you're starting to honor yourself more. Be strong for yourself. Know what you want, love. But at the end of the day, you're being happy or trying to motivate yourself and make the correct judgments. It may have caused you to have to be patient. May have also caused you not to want to put up with shit that wasn't worth putting up with emotionally. To recognize I'm not going to work in that direction. Double not working in it. Emotionally, what's going on? You just may have a little bit of conflict on what's going to emotionally happen or move towards you, or if there's an investment that's worth your time or effort. You may struggle to be aware about like what's going to happen and want to know the outcome, or if it makes sense to take on an offer down the road, whether it's sooner or later. Sooner or later, I'm going to say, what is this? It's like you want to start over, but emotionally you may be not sure if you want to play with the idea of it. You feel far away from it. You give me I feel so far away energy, whatever that's about. Like, it's almost like you know what you want, but how do I do what I want if... I don't know if the word is... I don't want to say that you don't trust it. I just don't feel like you... Maybe it is that. It might be you don't trust it or you just can't see it. Hold up. Why is the King of Wands reversed? You may not be talking with a Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Some of you may not be talking to that motherfucker, whoever that is. You've moved away from their energy. I feel like you've both done that. I feel like you've started to kind of trust your own value. Something about I need to trust myself. I can't worry about other people's shit is how you make me feel. You do give me the energy that you would like not to be having anxiety and you would like to see changes happen. Show me something else. Emotional fulfillment, anything else? Playing with it or having it be available? Why do you... Some of you are trying to become creative or passionate with what you're going to work towards. Here's another thing. I feel like a message I might need to say is some of you got to make sure you don't focus on anything that's going to upset you, whoever that's for. If it's going to upset you or rock the boat, don't focus on it. Don't play with it. Don't let it emotionally get the best of you. Focus on balance and action. I feel like that's that's the message to trust. Trust. Also, what's going on here? I fucking hate to say this, but someone's got to hear it. Somebody may feel like they're never going to get everything that they want. The home, the money, the lover. They may feel like they just can't have it all. And don't feel that way. I feel like somebody feels that way. Like it's never all going to happen. It's like I can get the money, I can have the home, but I can't have the love. It could be vice versa, whatever. You can't do that to yourself. Whoever might be doing that. Excuse me. Smoke another one, and I'm probably going to. Shit. The World, the Queen of Cups, the Sun card, the Moon. I get it. I just get this shit. I feel like emotionally you've backed off from wanting to trust. You give me this, I don't want to trust investments, and I've been patient with understanding or aware of that. I do want happiness and emotional fulfillment, though, and love in my life. I would like that. And some of you either don't like talking to somebody or you don't communicate with somebody. It's either a fire or water sign, potentially. Doesn't have to be, but they could be a fire, water sign, maybe earth sign, whatever. But fire, earth, or water. Somebody could have walked out. You either walked out on somebody or somebody walked out on. It looks like somebody. It looks like something fell up. Something just passed. Something's gone. That Five of Coins with that Eight of Cups, lovers, thinking, decisions. Something moved on. Either you moved on from a relationship or it moved on from you. The investing of it. It became distant. It might have went to work somewhere else, and I feel like you want to see the new beginnings that you've yet to see happen. In love, in happiness, growth. That's where I feel like you are, and I feel like you want to see. You give me this energy. I want to know if it's going to happen. Can you tell me if it's going to happen? Will it happen? Will I get the new beginning? That's what I've got for Cancer. All right. Let's see if I can give you a little bit more before we move on. I looked at the clock at 22233. So maybe that's just a matter of give it time for things to shift for you. For the zodiac sign of Cancer. I looked at it literally. I saw 22233. Might just mean you just need to give it a little more time before things happen. I'm going to give you a quick message of these and see what you get. Cancer. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Cancer, please. Some of you may feel emotionally at a distance with having options of new beginnings happening. Three of Cups. I feel like you don't feel like they're happening or they've been something to play with. Five of Swords, Four of Swords. I do think you think about them. The Knight of Cups is reversed. The Five of Wands, it just feels like it doesn't feel like it's in your face. The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups. It feels like you feel at a distance emotionally from a connection. Whatever did upset you in the past, or I don't think you let it upset you as much as it used to. I feel like you've kind of let that go. You also kind of feel like you've held off from moving forward with situations, maybe in love. I don't know why I feel like it's love, but the Nine of Wands, the Justice, making decisions, being aware of these decisions, trusting something to change, King of Coins. Go to the bottom. 7. The Devil's reversed. Why is the 7 here? The Three of Coins. So it's like you want to be able to go forward and make sure you're making the right decisions. You don't really want to deal with stress. You made your mind up on that. Some of you may feel like you're having a hard time believing things can manifest the way you'd like to see them happen. Not all of you, but some of you may be struggling with that. King of Swords and the Strength card. Some of you also, it's to the person who's not in any contract, not talking to anybody. You're not in a deep love connection. Or if you are, you guys don't talk for shit. I feel like you want somebody to show you that they care about you and work with you. Wow. Ace of Wands. You want the passion to be available. Page of Coins. Excuse me. Page of Cups. The Chariot reversed. It feels like it's just not happening because the Chariot's reversed. Then you have the Page of Coins wanting the growth and the Eight of Coins wanting it to happen. Not wanting the Nine of Coins to feel like you're doing everything on your lonesome of your own. You really want change and emotional fulfillment and love and changes to show up for you is what it shows me. Knight of Cups, strong on the emotional front. The Hermit wanting to trust things things to show up for you. In love. I'm done. That's what I got for you, Cancer. I feel like that's been on your mind a lot. Maybe, maybe not. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right. All right, so we got to do who next. I've done Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Scorpio's up. I'm going to drink some coffee real quick. All right, Scorpio, what time? It's going to be 2:26:50. Oh, I forgot the 6, bitch. 2:26. There we go. 2:26:50. Let's do this. You're welcome, Jill. Thank you. I happened to look at your comment. Welcome in, everybody. Cancer signs. Here we go, Cancer. I mean, not Cancer. I'm sorry. Who we on? I did Pisces, Cancer. Scorpio. It's not Cancer. It's Scorpio. And the time's all fucked up. 2:27:30. Let's try that. All right. 2:27:30. Close enough. 2:27:30. Let's do this. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, what do you got? Show me why. I like it. Excuse me, I keep burping because of the coffee. You come off where it's almost like I almost get like you just okay. Some of you come off like I'm okay and I'm not going to get burdened by things. I'm not going to let things get the best of me. I'm not going to let things get the best of me right off the bat. Things you've been with, you've dealt with, you've tolerated, maybe tried to work with, or tried to maybe fool you, or just get in cause issues that didn't need to exist, or just weren't available for you. I feel like you're very emotionally unbothered with these two cards. I feel like you're okay with this, and I'll explain why I feel that way. I think you've become aware that you want to put the work in, and you give me I don't need anybody energy. I don't need anybody. I need me right now. And I've needed me for a while. That's how you come across the table. You know what I'm saying? Like you come off like I don't need a celebration. I don't need shit. I don't care if I got to talk to myself and be patient with situations, because you probably got tired of being patient with people or the situations that surround you. Why did you get tired of it? Because I feel like you couldn't trust them. You couldn't trust a bitch as far as you could throw a bitch or bastard, whatever. You couldn't. I'm done. You could not trust a motherfucker. You couldn't trust this person. Who the fuck came around you? Because it was time to say goodbye. It's time to move on. For your wands. Fuck that. Show me something for Scorpio. You couldn't work with somebody. You had to let either several people or certain people out. Here's the door. Goodbye. You are not coming back towards me kind of energy. I'm moving on. Look at that's there now. I'm moving on. Or you're moving away from me. We're not going to work on this. We're not working on this. It's time to go. Chariot. See you later, alligator. You came very, very aware of this. Some of you it was with relationships or close encounters around you, your social energy, people that like to be around. I don't feel like you let it get the best of you. I feel like you're more or less trusting balance. You're also trying to fulfill emotional balance within inside of yourself, but also put work and effort to situations that'll bring balance, not chaos. I got to clarify this 3 though. I got to show me the 3 real quick. You don't want to put any work or effort. I'm done. Knight of Pentacles. You're not allowing any work or effort towards that 3 of Swords energy. You just want things to work out, new beginnings. Some of you have recognized some love situations were never going to work out or they weren't right for you. You give me that energy too. I think you saw it for what it was. I feel like it just had to be something you had to deal with. You had to kind of cut away from or recognize. Next card. I said you had to cut away or recognize. Yeah. Jesus. Endings. Because at the end of the day, you knew that was probably the right judgment for you. Somehow you knew. Intuition. It wasn't coming with you. You weren't having that. I feel like you were manifesting a bright new beginning on your own. Out with the old, in with the new kind of energy. And some of you emotionally felt like there was somebody who wasn't showing enough. Somebody just wasn't being nice or fair with you, and I feel like you didn't like how it was making you feel emotionally about the investment. So I feel like you were like, nope, see you later. That's unhealthy. I don't want it around me. I feel like that's what happened with you. You stopped working with it or allowing it to be a problem or something that bothered you. You moved on. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, you learned that I'm not going to be stuck in a situation that doesn't value me. Whether you got little communication or whether when it came to communication or looking at it, the stability, you didn't get much clarity. You didn't get much of anything out of the situation. I don't feel like you could trust the situation all that well, as much as you would have liked to. Well, whoever that's for, Scorpio. I feel like you just had to experience that shit and come to your own conclusions. And I don't think your judgment was off. I think you did challenge it, or you did kind of check on, you like try to check, maybe try to put yourself in check when you didn't need to. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do feel like you might have done that and you didn't have to. It may not be for everybody, but whoever the fuck went through that, that may have been something you had to go through and see for yourself. I can't explain it all. You will understand it if it fits you. Show me something else for Scorpio. Show me something else for Scorpio, straight to the point. I'm done. Now, it could have been an Aries, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Whoever the fuck it was. Whoever it was, I don't feel like you felt like you were getting anywhere with it. Or trust, or was available to trust. It's just like, no. Whoever the fuck this person or persons was, it could have been multiple people. For some of you, it was 1 or 2. Some of you, it was more than 1 or 2. Show me something. Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio? What do we got? Straight to the point. You knew I'm done. You discovered it's not worth your time to trust or invest. You discovered that. Because you could tell it wasn't healthy. You knew something was off. So it made you focus on what's good for you and not letting it block your happiness. I feel like that's what you did. I do feel like some people try to blindside you with their bullshit. That just feels like you had a lot of bullshit energy around you. Some of you could have been a lover. Some of you, it was just you had to get away from certain crowds or people. This is a very open message. Here we go. Show me something. Scorpio. You had to cut free of that, of this energy. You knew it wasn't. I'm done. You knew it wasn't coming for the ride. You knew this shit. You might have invested in it, or you might have wanted to trust something, but recognize I can't get a victory here. I don't want a victory here. This isn't how I'm supposed to be treated. That's your card. This isn't how anybody's going to treat me. You recognized you weren't getting. It was almost like you were getting a half-assed cup offered to you. So you were like, fuck that. See you later. I'll work and invest in myself. I've been patient this long, and I need to trust where I'm going, what I can get, what I can play with, what's going to come at me correctly, what's going to actually come at me with a real offer, a real tangible, solid offer kind of energy, Scorpio. Here we go. Show me something else for Scorpio. You kind of give me the energy where you knew about it. I don't know how else to tell you, but that moon card makes me feel like it was straight up in your fucking face. You knew. I don't feel like you were coming at a situation for all the wrong reasons. I feel like you became at a distance with a situation that kind of it's a lack of respect or value towards you. And I feel like emotionally you were like, fuck that, I'm not putting up with that. I know what I deserve. Or why am I going to put up with all this fucking baloney or bullshit? Why am I going to get stuck in this energy? Because I'm not having it. I don't know how to say this, but I do know how to say this. The wheel, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Strength. I feel like you just knew better, or knew what wasn't supporting you, or wasn't real around you. I feel like that was enough for you to emotionally detach. Look at this shit, to put it in the cold, to not stress about what you're doing, to keep manifesting what you want, to accept letting it go and rush towards what you think you should go after, or what's worth investing in. You didn't want to be upset. You just wanted to see changes. The easiest way for you to get practical with it was to let shit go or let people go. That's what it tells me for Scorpio. Because you knew that was going to bring in balance. It's almost like you recognized people weren't playing nicely or fairly with you. This is your message. They weren't. And I don't think you were going to allow yourself to get stuck like that. I feel like you had to come to a decision to say, end. I'll go over here, you go over there. You gave it a lot of thought. Emotionally, I think you let it go and you recognize this celebration isn't for me. This isn't where I belong. That was the judgment, the outcome. That's the story. Oh. Makes sense to any Scorpios out there? I wonder if that made any sense. I liked how that ended. That's why I'm asking. I just want to see what you say. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Here we go. Oh. Why is the trust card here? And why is it in reverse? I almost feel like you were going at things in a manner where you weren't trying to, I almost feel like you weren't trying to do anything to put yourself in a bad position, but eventually you got truth and clarity that there was positions around you that it wasn't the best people around you, or they didn't have, you had to break free of these people. Couldn't play with them. They had to become part of your past. They had to become part of your past is what it tells me. You definitely know, or you found out. You found out. It might have taken a little time for you to see it for what it was and to put the work and effort back into what you want to do or what's important to you and not to focus on that, getting the best of you. I don't think it did get the best of you. I think you just let it go. You give me this, I just let it go energy. I became emotionally unavailable for it. I said goodbye to it. I left it at a distance. I didn't go towards it. I didn't want to go towards it. I wanted to go towards my happiness. I want balance in my life. And love. Some of you may have just recognized somebody you dealt with wasn't the right investment. I don't know how else to tell you. It was more of a gamble. It wasn't a gamble, but it was more of a headache. It just doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. Hold up. Show me something. It doesn't feel right. No. Because emotionally it wasn't fulfilling you and you knew you couldn't trust working with it. So you stopped. Because you couldn't trust it. Somebody knows this out there, whoever this is for. You knew you could not trust this shit. So you stopped. Like I said, you cut it. You were like, nope. I'll pull my energy back because this energy don't work with me. I'm Scorpio. I'm not putting up with it. Chariot. You might not even said goodbye. You might have just put work towards your own victories, your own happiness, the things that you appreciate. Something about the things you want to work with or celebrate towards or create. Something about celebrate towards and create for you. Scorpio. Here we go. We're going to give you a little bit long message out of the other ones. I want to see what you get. Longer than the other ones. It'll be a little bit longer. It'll be like a minute or two. Let's see what you get, Scorpio. What is here for Scorpio? Straight to the point. You give me a very not being bothered energy, but wanting to be very creative and go at it. Something about going after passionate desires. And I feel like that's been meddling or not meddling, but mingling in your mind for a while. Whatever. First card I saw was the Eight of Swords. Here we go. Show me something straight to the point for Scorpio. Three of Coins in the Star. What to work towards and what to manifest towards. That's kind of been where I feel like you've been for a minute for a hot ticket. What's going on emotionally? I feel like you've learned to trust yourself and not work with situations that don't show you any emotional fulfillment. And if it didn't show you any emotional fulfillment or any emotional growth, you trusted to invest in yourself. You trusted to create that destiny, that desire. You weren't going to let anybody else give you basically control the outcome of how you feel or how you think. You weren't doing this. Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. You were okay with standing alone and accepting changes because you didn't want to get stuck with things that emotionally felt like they were never going to show you anything of appreciation. Worth, the Queen of Coins. If you might have outgrew people or situations, something like that. Page of Coins, the Chariot, accepted endings. The Hermit, trusted that that's what needs to be done. Emotionally recognized. King of Swords, when it comes to communication, I can end the communication or I can stop working with certain people. And I'm making that decision because it's what I got to do that's best for me. You have a strong, I needed to make my own mind up and I needed to make the best decisions for me. I couldn't let anybody else, I don't want to say disapprove, but not be there for the right reasons. You said, I'm not allowing that in. You basically said, fuck that. No. Page of Wands. You won't. You learn, like, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to communicate with something that's not worth the forward growth with me. Energy. Queen of Swords, when it comes to communication or endings. Five of Cups, I'm okay. Ace of Coins, because I know what I want to build on, and I know I might have to be patient to get what I want. Show me something for Scorpio, please. What's the message? You gave it a lot of thought, or you were practical with recognizing that it wasn't giving you any wish fulfillment. It wasn't worth putting the effort forward with. And I don't feel like you wanted to feel like that's what you needed to do. Something about you didn't want to feel like this. It's not what you were aiming to please or do. But the Three of Cups energy with this Six of Wands, you saw that it wasn't going to work out, or it was emotionally unavailable towards being something you could work with. I don't feel like it was creating any happiness. It feels like it was trying to take until you recognized you ain't taking shit from me, bitch, kind of energy. I don't think you got stuck up in your head about it either. I think you just made a decision to say, nope, this isn't coming with me. Nine of Swords, I'm not going to get upset. You're not going to block my happiness. The Knight of Wands, when it comes to playing with it, I know it's not for me, or I know you're not a good person or unhealthy. You're not the investment I want around. You're not what I want to build with kind of energy. And I think you had to trust this about the situation. This is probably people that you were around for a while, or they were coming around for a while, whatever that is. That investment, I feel like you've let that go. And you're ready to start over on it with a new direction. You have new direction energy. You kind of give me this, I'm going to be more careful going with who I let in my circle now kind of energy. Here we go. Anything else for Scorpio? You definitely aren't. You just to give me this. I'm not afraid to let something go that doesn't value me, or that emotionally isn't fulfilling, or that I feel like that you can't trust. If you can't get the victory emotionally, you're okay. Five of Swords is you not playing with it, and having truth and clarity with the Ace of Swords that you know that that's what needs to be done. Eight of Wands and Eight of Swords. If it ever upset you, it was only for a short time, because I think you recognized that it wasn't making you happy, or that it wasn't something you could trust to work with, or bringing in emotional fulfillment. I don't think it was playing with you correctly or nicely. Eight of Wands, I think it was a bunch of bullshit. Eight of Cups, I think it was meant to teach you a lesson. Three of Swords, to show you what's not supposed to come with you. Three of Wands, to show you the direction you're supposed to move in, to show you how to trust more of yourself and how to accept changes and go towards things that are going to be emotionally available for you and that are worth playing with. Those are new beginnings. You were basically might have been in a phase of life where you've seen you get a lot of that energy, where new direction and recognizing not everybody's coming for the ride with me. I feel like this has already happened, and I feel like you're just trying to manifest more abundance, and I'm going to tell you success. King of Coins, success, more success. I feel like abundance, manifest like work, abundance, success with inside of you, and not really worried about who's coming with you. Staying passionate about what you want. Some of you are aware that you'll be better off doing this by yourself, or not letting too many people in, or getting too close with individuals for a little while, trusting your own shit. I feel like you're the magician. I feel like you're about trusting your own shit more than letting people come in and just give you a cup of bullshit kind of energy. I don't feel, Scorpios, you're like, I'm not falling for it kind of energy. I'm not putting up with it. It's kind of different. You cut free of it. It says you definitely cut 3-3 reverse. You definitely cut through the bullshit. Might have been with several people for some of you. Some of you, maybe it was one, but it feels like it was more than one person or situation. That when it came to trust, you couldn't trust it. You didn't get balance with it. Page of Wands, you stopped wanting to be around it, communicate with it, or work with it. Eight of Coins, strength. I feel like you started to see your value and recognize it didn't see your value. I think when you saw it for what it was, you accepted it. I had to accept this, and I had to move on energy. I couldn't worry about something that wasn't investing in me correctly. I couldn't get stuck in that energy. I couldn't become guarded. I just had to make a decision to not let that happen again, or focus on what had happened. Queen of Swords, I had to cut it out, and I wasn't going to lose my patience. Seven of Swords, or trust a situation that I shouldn't communicate with or have around me. That's what may have happened for some Scorpios. Maybe not every Scorpio, but that's what it's telling me. All right, let's keep going. Am I getting people upset? I'm losing people like left and right. I got 30 people in here, but I am probably towards the end of the reading. I've been out here for a minute. Not everybody's liking my readings. It's okay. Here we go. Let's go. Where are we at? I think we're on Earth signs. Who we gonna do first? Capricorn, of course, because you're usually last. It's gonna be at 2:50:25. All right, here we go. Capricorn, what do we got for you? What do we got for Capricorn? Here we go. What is the message for Capricorn? Straight to the point for you. Capricorn. Some of you have definitely made the decision not to be stressed out or emotionally upset. I feel like emotionally stressed out or stuck in suspense. You're more about looking. I feel like you're looking at the pot of gold. You are. Holy shit. I feel like you're about discovering what's going to work for you and how to make it work for you. You're very about this. This is the decisions you've made. You've accepted endings, it's telling me. You've been okay with having to accept the endings. Could have been with another earth sign, air sign, earth sign. Just feel like you had to trust what didn't work out. Didn't work out. I feel like you hadn't trusted, and now you're trusting yourself a little bit more. I don't feel like you're emotionally holding back or fighting with what didn't work out. I feel like you're just trying to emotionally accept the things that can come towards you. Some of you are at a distance or feel at like love isn't showing up for you. Some of you may feel that way because it says emotionally, when it comes to being emotionally open towards it, you don't see it showing up for you, or you don't know if it's something that you're going to find or discover anytime soon. Death card. I don't know if you've just been unbothered with putting work towards it, or if you've just been struggling to want to trust going after the balance of it. Maybe you've just been patient with it. Temperance card. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. You might have been waiting for the right thing to show up. Some of you, it's about, I can wait. Where's this going? I don't feel like you've been stressed out about that, though. I think if you had been in the past, you're not anymore. I think you've just gotten strong about it. Let that go, like accepted how things are kind of energy. The wheel, balance. Not getting the social, gathering, not getting the passion, the experience you want in situations. Emotionally, if they weren't showing up or manifesting, you're still not. I don't think you've given up on it on a new beginning. I just don't think you've taken risks or jumped at them. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you've been putting more investment towards yourself, and I think you've been doing that and not playing with investing towards things of love. The Devil reversed and love. Love's upright, though. I don't feel like you've been working towards this or stressing about it, the victories of it. I don't feel like it's been something I feel like you might have felt at a distance from it. Doesn't mean you don't want it or you wouldn't enjoy it. It just makes me feel like it's not something you stress about. You may not be getting the communication of that, the stability in that area. If you were once upset, I think you've cut that out of your mind. I feel like you've balanced that bullshit out. If you were once upset in a situation or with a person, I feel like you're not as upset anymore. You've just kind of let it be what it is, kind of accepted it, kept it at a distance, focus on your happiness. You may feel like you're ready to open your heart or be loved or open up towards love, whether it's now or soon. For Capricorn. Here we go. Let's keep going. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What is the message? Saggy's in there. Saggy's in there. I think somebody said, what about Saggy? I'll do the timestamps after the reading. I don't even know if that person's still here, but it's all good. Let's keep going. Capricorn. Ooh, I like that, how that flipped out. I feel like you've just been patient. Patient with what? Show me something for Capricorn. I'm going to say with moving forward, with creating opportunities of communication, preferably it doesn't show me love, but I would probably bet money that it has something to do with love situations. getting balance with happiness and maybe a love offer, whether you going towards it or it coming towards you. I feel like you've been patient or you've let it go, not worried about it as much as you may have in the past. It tells me you don't worry about that. Or it's been a minute since it's happened, something like that. Some of you, the hard truth is you couldn't trust the bullshit that you dealt with. Whatever you couldn't trust, I'm going to tell you why. Whatever you, Knight of Pentacles, that didn't work out, that you couldn't trust, it made it easier for you to look at the judgment or discover, I'm not going to deal with it. I feel like you're like, I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to for a minute. Kind of like, I don't care. I can be strong on my own. I can create change. You do give me the Tower and the Death card like you want a new experience. But you don't want to be stuck in your head about whatever could come up. In love. Or whatever. Like, it's almost like you want to be approached or you'd like to approach somebody, but it's like, you also don't want it to show up like that. Something didn't work out. Whatever didn't work out with this card, like didn't work out, didn't move towards you, you didn't move towards it. I don't feel like it stopped you completely from what you wanted to do, or from understanding that you can get what you want eventually. Capricorn. I think it has stopped you from wanting to trust the investment though, or the person. I feel like it made you feel more like I can't trust this. I'm not going to emotionally take an offer that I can't trust. And I need to know that that's the best thing I can do for myself. I can't get stuck. I need to trust in myself, what I'm capable to do. I need to honor myself before I move towards letting somebody hurt me. Because I already stopped that nonsense. Somebody had to stop, not communicate. And trust the process, get at a distance, not be upset about it. And it had to do with somebody you might have had feelings for. So somebody may have had feelings for this individual, potentially you. Yeah, definitely you. But you had to let it go because you couldn't see it changing. Every time I get communication, nothing was changing emotionally, or it's almost like you were attached to something that wasn't attached to you emotionally for the correct reasons. And I feel like you got tired of it stressing you out or not being available. So you let it go. So you stopped dealing with it. This is what I see for Capricorn. Shit. Let's keep going. Show me something else for Capricorn. Show me something else for Capricorn, please. What else is here for Cap? Why is that here first? You have I needed to just see things for what they are reading. Some of you gave it thought, but when it came to being emotionally available to what you were thinking or how you may have been emotionally feeling towards it, you scratched that out. Definitely could have been with a water air sign, by the way. Definitely showing me water and air on the top row. So it could have been either Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whatever it was, some of you, it was another fellow earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, whatever it was. I feel like you didn't see it fighting for you or developing with you. That's the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like you decided, okay, if it's gotta end, it's gotta end. I gotta focus on me, what I can offer, what can come towards me, or what I can move towards, of balance. Whatever's gonna take care of me, I'm gonna take care of it type energy. Because I'm not going to invest in something that's not showing up for me or making me feel like it's solid. It's real. Because you learn that it's not worth getting aggravated or stressed out about. Somebody knew that I can't stress about this. It's almost like you emotionally trusted yourself enough. Not like I'm going to say you did. feel like you emotionally trusted yourself or discovered a situation you may have wanted to work with you couldn't trust. So I feel like you've kind of emotionally, you might have had to step away from a situation is what it tells me. The Ace of Wands, the Tower, not be upset about it. And just recognize you can manifest something else of pure love and have that new beginning. You have a strong, this isn't for me, but I can find something that is for me energy on the table. I just tasted bubble gum. Somebody you may like or did like or whatever the fuck, or maybe it's you. Somebody may like bubble gum. It's fucking weird. Maybe look out for somebody who likes to chew bubble gum for somebody out there. It's fucking weird. I don't eat bubble gum, so okay. Very rarely. Like, I mean, I got like almost like a fucking old bubble gum taste. Bazooka kite. I tasted bubble gum. Like they like to chew on, like probably something like that. Definitely some kind of gum. Here we go. Let's see what that is. Some of you, this is strange. Some of you, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, Strength, the Tower, the Ace of Wands, the Star. Then you got the New Beginning card in reverse. The Ten of Wands. Excuse me, the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry, Ten of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups. Some of you haven't even wanted to go towards a new beginning for a while. Some of you, you've only focused on others. You kind of stopped focusing on the celebrations, it's telling me, or putting the work and effort towards it. Kind of let them be what they were, or what happened, and just moved away from that energy. So some of you want a new beginning, while others don't know if they want that new beginning. Some people are still trying to decipher if that's something they want to even work with for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Let's go to the other tarot. Let's see what we get. Thank you for the comment, Kawi. I hopefully said your name right. Kawi. I like the name Kawi. If I'm saying that right, or is it Kai? Caillou, something like that. Here we go. Capricorn. I feel like Capricorn's on the road to trying to open up or embrace the changes of accepting love or being available to it again. Not all of you may be in that energy, but some of you are trying to embrace opening your heart towards it, it's telling me. Especially if you haven't put in your work towards it. If you've been at a distance with it, or you had issues when it came towards emotional fulfillment, things that didn't work out, when it came to action, I feel like emotionally, you're not really, that's not the problem here. I feel like what's going on is you've learned that if you've had to commit to yourself, I can't commit to something else. It's just not showing up, or I haven't given it time. You come off a little emotionally unavailable or willing to take the risk. Some of you, it was like, I don't want to go towards anybody. I don't want to take another risk. Queen of Swords, I'm not taking, in reverse, Temperance reversed, I'm not taking action. Seven of Swords, I don't trust it. It's in reverse. Page of Swords, I'm not communicating. Five of Wands, I'm at a distance because I don't know if I can trust the communication. Somebody doesn't know if they want to trust the forward communication with another. What the friggity hell? Somebody doesn't know if they can trust it. They want to be able to be aware, to be emotionally available for situations. But I feel like what they've seen has caused enough for them not to know if they want to gamble again or go towards it. It's almost like they don't even pay attention to that right now. King of Swords. When it comes to communication or emotional support, emotionally, yeah, would you like to have some excitement in your life? Who wouldn't? But I don't feel like you're stuck on manifesting, or building the changes in that right now. Even though emotionally you'd like to trust it, it makes me feel like the King of Coins. It's not it's a little further from your mind than you'd like it to be. Your mind, King of Wands, might wander there with the 10 of Coins and having the investment. But when it comes to going towards it, you have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. It's a little back and forth emotionally. If 6 of Swords, if you'd give it another chance. Knight of Wands, it says you may not want to play with it, or you may not really feel like you need it right now. You may feel at a distance from it emotionally, or it may just feel unavailable towards you, or you may not let that be the focus of your happiness. Your security right now may be the victories you're looking at, your abundant energy, and leaving everything else out that didn't work out or that caused any anxiety. Didn't work out energy. Ace of Swords reversed. 2 of Cups. I feel like when it comes to love, you've let go of situations that weren't emotionally available for you. That might have felt like they were stressing you out, or not changing, or changing with you, growing with you. Not bringing in the harmony, the balance. Not bringing in, there's the balance card. Everything you wanted. The 4 of Cups. Emotionally, I feel like you said, you know what? 4 of Swords. I can't think about it, but I can put the work in around me that makes sense for me. I feel like that's what you went through, Capricorn, in a relationship with somebody. I hope it wasn't multiple for some of you, but some of you, it just feels like you started to prioritize yourself and get away from the whole relationship game. Like didn't want to play the games. Didn't want to play the games. It just feels like you weren't. It just feels like you had to do it. Hold on. Cap. Give me a little more. Queen of Swords. The Fool. The 4 of Wands. The Knight. You have I was tempted energy to do it again, but then it goes from that to, with the Queen of Swords, communicate, take the risk, go after the celebration, learn that I could go after it. But then again, I feel like I don't know if I can trust it, or if this is right for me with that 3 of Swords energy and the 9 of Coin. The 9 of Cups. Emotionally, I want the fulfillment. I want to take charge with the Emperor energy. I want to be the boss of the situation. I want to expand it. But maybe I should just move forward. Maybe I should just invest in myself kind of energy. This is what I'm seeing. Because the Knight of Swords is you not sure if you want to move towards it, or if you want to move on your own. I feel like it made you a lot stronger. Made you a lot more independent. But it also made you kind of feel a little bit resistant towards love, or going towards it, is what it's telling me. This may not be for everybody, but this is what I'm seeing. You may have stopped working with things that weren't working out. 5 of Wands, not wanting to communicate or talk to things I almost feel like you couldn't trust. You have a strong, I needed to let go of situations that weren't doing things for me. And I had to accept it. I had to embrace this energy. You have the 2 of Swords. I had to really see things for what they are. When it comes to problems, when it comes to wanting to invest, Page of Cups, Temperance, I just see things for what they are. And if they weren't showing, 2 of Swords to the 2 of Wands reversed, if they weren't really showing me true love, I didn't have to stay there. If it wasn't showing me true love, I could accept it becoming part of my past, maybe potentially not communicating with it and seeing it for the judgment that it is. Letting it be what it is, kind of energy. Kind of letting it be what it is with the wheel in reverse. Clarify anything else for Cap. I think you kind of pulled away from offers. I do think you pulled away from offers. And it might have been because of somebody you couldn't trust, or some kind of shady shit. It's what it makes me feel like. 3 of Coins, Knight of Cups, the Tower. King of Wands. I get this. I wanted to keep to myself energy. I don't know who the fuck this is. Knight of Wands. I don't know if I want to invest emotionally right now. I don't know if I trust it right now, kind of energy. I like the Empress and the 7 of Swords. I don't know if I can trust it, is how it shows up for Capricorn. Might have been one or two people that did that. It might have been like the relationship before it, or it could have been the potential. Could have been the relationship beforehand and then the potential. And after that, it was like, fuck this. See, this is how I'm seeing your shit, but whatever. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, who we at? Capricorn's done. Gonna do Virgo. Virgo. I'm gonna drink some coffee. 3, 10, 10, but that's not where we're gonna start. And I almost forgot to write Virgos down. I'm just gonna put V for Virgo. All right, V. We're gonna put you at 3, 10, 40. Here we go. Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Thanks for being here. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe and smash the like if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Just helps the channel get viewed or found. Oh my lord. Virgo, what's going on with that? Your cards try to like give me a paper cut. Almost came up to my chin and cut me. That was crazy. I wish you guys saw that. Thing shot up at me like fucking Hot Wheels flying off a truck or some shit. Here we go. Virgo, what do we got for you? Straight to the point for Virgo, please. What's the message? So a lot of you may not be in an energy where you just want to see things work out, things that are important to you emotionally. So some of you may want to see an investment work out for you emotionally. That may be something that runs through your mind and you haven't let go of. While others of you, it's about making sure the investments you work on end up working out, especially if you've had some of you might have had a hard run getting to where you wanted to be, getting that balance. I feel like the message for you is, even if it took a while or it's still taking its time, just don't stress about it. But why is the wheel here? I feel like you need to trust that you can do whatever you need, or whatever needs to change can happen. And it looks like it has something to do with finances or bettering yourself financially, or whether it's spending better, saving better, or money just coming in easier. It might be something you think about a lot. What's going on? Or focus on. It might be a strong focus for some of you out there. Hold on. Show me something else for Virgo, please. You just want growth. And a lot of you want growth and want things to change. I get like a changing energy. Some of you could want to be in a happy relationship. Feel at a distance from it. Okay with not talking to somebody that you think's toxic as hell from the past. I don't feel like you want to be upset in areas you've already been upset in. You give me this, I'm not going to let nobody upset me in areas I've already been upset in. I'm not trusting situations that have ended. I just want balance. You also may feel like you need to get a little more socially involved. Some of you might feel like I have been a little away from social environment. I'm only going to tell you that because of it like this. The good news is it tells me a lot of you don't stress about what's behind you. Whatever's behind you, I don't feel like you stress about that anymore. I feel like you're more of in the now, the here, the now, and what can be. What can be? What can be created that's going to be making you happy? Show me something else. A lot of you are focused on the here, the now, the new beginnings that have yet to show up. This is very strong, wanting new beginnings to unfold. Some of you could be towards love. Moving in that direction, emotionally being available for it. Especially if you've kind of distanced, if you have caused any distance or secluded yourself from it, not trusted it for a while. I don't know how much longer you're going to do that. If you're not communicating towards anybody or playing with anybody's energy, or you haven't been for a while, if you've been kind of just focusing on your own stuff, you may start to change the way you do things. This may take a little bit of time for some of you, but I feel like you will change the way you're doing things, the way you approach things, the way you go after things. I feel like you're going to go after, you might accept something. You got to trust it, though. I feel like you've got to trust it, and you've got to open your mind or imagination to know it's available for you. I feel like you're struggling with that. That's what this reading's telling me. The Strength card, to wanting to emotionally go towards it, wanting to be able to communicate, but not emotionally wanting to get sandbagged. It's almost like you know what you want, but you're not sure if you should go move towards it. Or you might even feel like, I don't know where to look for it kind of energy. Huh. You give me, I don't know if I want to look for it, if I should look for it, or is it worth my time kind of energy for you. It's almost like you're spinning a lot of narratives. This is how I feel about your energy. A lot more than I just told you. You give me like I'm spinning too many narratives. Anyways, let's see what you get. We're going to stay with that deck for a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Show me something else for Virgo. What's the message? Maybe the reason was that you feel that way, if this makes sense to you, is because you weren't getting things given to you correctly. They weren't given to you very fairly or correctly. Kind of like, that's an asshole. I'm sorry, but that's an asshole. I don't care if it's a woman. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a parent. It could be a friend. But it's an asshole. Somebody who comes towards you trying to show you that they're there for you, and really they're not. And all it did was upset you and stress you out. I don't feel like you're stuck in that energy anymore. But I do feel like you might have seen it for what it was. It does look like it's behind you. It does look like you want change. You may need to continue to be patient with the offers that are going to be, that you'll become aware of. You may have even felt like you don't need to go towards offers or be upset about that for a while, or focus on that. You feel like you're not really stuck on that. You do think about a new beginning. It just tells me you haven't. I don't think you've moved towards one yet. I don't think you have. Chariot reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. I think you will. I do think you will. Are you going to be able to trust it, though, or want to work with it? Or is it just going to be something you've already dealt with, is what I'm wondering. Clarify that. I don't know what this is trying to... Some of you won't. Some of you says you won't fucking trust. You will not trust the investment. I don't know how to tell you. You won't trust the... You're not going to want to deal with it. It's that you may get a little upset with an offer or trusting the next person. Some of you may... I'm just going to tell you the harsh truth. Some of you may not like the next offer, or may not feel like it's the right thing to play with or invest in. Ooh, I don't know who the fuck that's for, but keep your eyes peeled on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep your eyes open to that. All right, there we go. Go on my legs. I got to stand up. My fucking legs are tired. Holy shit, I got to stand up. And I keep dropping tarot cards. Oh, stretch your legs. My legs damn near fell asleep in this chair. Holy shit. All right. Virgo. Here we go. All right, let's go to the other cards for Virgo. God damn, that's the first time my legs were like, no, you're going to fall. That was bad. I've sat in this chair longer than that, but Jesus. My thighs got tired. I got too comfortable. Here we go. What else have we got for Virgo? Why is that here? Show me why that's here for Virgo energy. Why? I don't know how to say this other than I feel like you feel at a distance. Some of you may feel like you're at a distance with getting that, having that cup of coffee or going towards that. The 10 of coin, the investment or playing with it, just not really. I don't want to say you're not in it to win it. You just may feel at a distance with putting the work or seeing it being available to you. You may be more very action oriented on business situations or trusting yourself right now. What's that? I came shot out sideways. In the actions, you're going to move forward. So it tells me you want passion. You would like the experience of another, the Emperor, but you haven't created or moved towards it yet. You haven't created or moved towards it yet. Emotionally, I don't feel like it's been the emotional investment. I don't. Or that there. I also don't see there's been much communication here. Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords. 8 of Wands. You haven't had anything new happen yet. No new true investment has shown up yet. I don't want to say you've been on your own, but you've been on your own. That's what it tells. You haven't really moved towards anything yet. That's brought in happiness. 5 of Coins. 2 in love. It's telling me you're single. You are single as single. Like you ain't been. You're definitely not moving towards like 8 of Swords. Hold up. Emotionally, mentally, it's like the new beginning clarified. You wouldn't mind having something around, but it hasn't been something that you've let hold you down or upset you. You haven't let that like the investment get the best of you. I don't even think you focused on the options or looked into options. What? I think you've been looking at other things, manifesting other realities or happinesses that it's almost like you've clinched to more being successful or independent than going after things that just don't work out. And that's what you've trusted, or that's what you've been trusting for a while. Kind of putting your emotions aside, not playing with them anymore. Not unless you see a lot of changes. 7 of Swords, because you haven't been able to trust things of emotional balance or work with situations that I'm going to tell you that impress you. Instead, you felt like they didn't impress you or illusions. Might have lost your patience with the whole love situation. The Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Wands made a decision to not really chase after love. You give me, I don't want to chase after love. Almost like it needs to come find me. I'm not going to go look for it. 2 of Swords and the Chariot. It needs to come after me. I don't know who the fuck that's for, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't want to say you threw in the towel, but I just don't feel like you ain't looking for the rabbit hole. You ain't worried about it. You just like, it happens, it happens. I don't give a shit. Like, that's what I'm getting on your energy. All right. Where are we at? Virgo. Who did I do before Virgo? Capricorn. So it's Taurus. Taurus. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Taurus? I gotta write this shit down. I don't have to look it up after. 324, 20. It's close enough. Here we go. All right. Taurus. Point for you. What's the message for Taurus? Zodiac sign of Taurus. What do you got for Taurus? lot of you are really focused on gaining more. Some of you, it's just experience, knowledge, everything. You give me this everything energy, wanting more, rushing towards that. You give me a lot of, I just want everything to start working out a little bit easier. You also give me, I don't want to give up on it energy. Show me something else. It's what I want to manifest. It's what I want. Some of you could have been tired of dealing with things when it came to love or passions. You know what I'm saying? Like that felt like they were not a real offer. Why balance? I feel like you've been through enough with relationships, Taurus, to where you've kind of accepted it. If it's got to stop, it's got to stop. If I got to not look at it or revisit it, it's okay. I can accept that ending kind of energy. I can accept an ending and start over again, have a new beginning. Some of you have been at a distance with going towards relationship, it's saying, or taking your time with accepting that and not moving towards it right now. Socially, you almost feel like you didn't have the solutions or the environment. Something about the solutions or the environment that would make sense to make you happy. I don't know how else to say that or why I feel that way, but that's what I'm picking up. I feel like you felt at a distance. You didn't feel like it was something, when it came to love, it didn't feel like something that was really going to show up for you or make you feel like it was right. This makes me feel like, I don't want to say you second guessed it, but you didn't feel like you could trust it. Definitely didn't feel like you could open up your heart or trust it. Gave a lot of thought to it. When it came to risks or going towards it, I don't think you did. Emotionally, it tells me you didn't accept an offer, or if there were an offer or two in the past around you, I don't think you put effort towards that. It tells me you didn't. Some of you, if you had an opportunity or a person around you that might have liked you, you might have bypassed it. You might have said no. Some of you might have said no. This card keeps wanting to come out. I'm going to give it to you. You might have looked away from a situation. I don't think you played with it or communicated with this person, or it didn't last long. If you did talk to him, it didn't last long. No victory, no pass go, no $500. All right. Page of Cups, emotionally, you just weren't in this. It doesn't feel like it was a match made in heaven or something you could trust that would make sense in the future for you, or you just weren't. It didn't embody the energy of somebody you wanted to have the encounter or relations with, whatever. Whatever this is, I don't feel like this could have been a while ago, but whoever it is, I don't think emotionally it was a big effect. I think it was something where maybe somebody tried to set you up like a fucking blind date or tell you about so-and-so, and you might not have been interested. I think you were focused on other areas. Money, maybe, success. Some of you also may be traveling, or that's what you've been wanting to focus on, is some kind of travel. Some of you do miss love, being in love, or somebody investing in you, though, it's telling me. You do miss having that around, or having the stability of it is what it's saying. The communication, maybe the keys to the house, keys, maybe the keys of the foundation and trust from one to another, something like that. Here we go. Give me something else for Taurus, please. What else do we have for Taurus? Give me something else for Taurus, please. So why is that card the first card out? Why did I not want to go back in the deck? Why did I not want to go back in the deck? Show me what's up for Taurus. Hello, Valerie. I saw you in here when I looked up a minute ago. Balance. King of Wands. Star. So I feel like you do want to have a celebration or a new committed energy around. Death card, celebration. I do feel like this is something you would like to test the waters with or have happen. The King of Wands, passion. I feel like this is something you'd like to manifest or see happen. Trust that it can be. Especially if you felt at a distance with it. I feel like if you felt at a distance with it, Taurus, you're starting to scratch that itch for that new beginning, or you know you'd like to. I feel like the message I have for you is if it's something. The only other way I view this is if that's not you, some of you, if that's not where you're at right now and you're a Taurus, it could be the temperance in this. You're trying to get there. Tower, Two of Cups, feel at a distance with getting the balance. Others of you, if you are there, you're just now recognizing I should try to give it a little more attention, being open and available, having fun. I feel like you're there. I'm done. Fun and happiness. I feel like that's the balance that's going to bring something good together in your life. Passion. It might be the growth, might be the truth and clarity you need to fight for. This is what I'm seeing for Taurus. We're going to go to the other tarot deck. Time did I start yours? Because I want to see how long I'm going to keep this going. All right, you're going to get about 12 minutes, maybe 10. We'll see. We shall see. Show me something, Taurus, please. I'm going to shuffle for a second, though. Thank you all for being here. Thank you guys all for the comments in the live and after the video. I really appreciate all the nice things the people say that have been here, the people that are new, whether it's in the live or after the video. I appreciate a lot of those comments. It's nice to see them. Don't think it doesn't go unappreciated. It does. I probably should have said this when I read Leo in the beginning. Damn it. Maybe next time. All right, Taurus, we're going to give you a little bit more. Let's see what we get for you. Taurus, what do you got? Straight to the point for Taurus. You give me this energy where you just want to find your happiness. Something about I want to find my happiness. Clarify why. You want to see things unfold differently than they have. If you haven't been with somebody, I feel like if that investment hasn't been around or hasn't been a focus, or emotionally you haven't given emotions to it, at one point if you didn't trust it or it just wasn't balancing out, I feel like that's what you want to start focusing on, which you will. I feel like you're in that transitional stage of I need to focus on this. I haven't taken the risks, but I would love the fucking communication. I haven't made the move, or the move hasn't found me. For a while, I might not have trusted the move. The Emperor reversed. And then you have the Four of Swords. I might not have trusted the move or thought about going after it. Eight of Swords. There's the Trust card. Three of Swords. The Hermit. The Chair. It makes me feel like you just didn't go after it. The Knight of Swords is reversed. The Hangman. The Hierophant. And the Four. It's almost like you didn't let it bother you that you were single, or you tried not to let being single bother you. It feels like it became out of your focus. Honestly, it wasn't like a distraction or something that bothered you. Not speaking to anybody. Four of Cups. I do feel like emotionally, though, you're going to start coming out of that energy, wanting to go towards something. It just feels that you give me where's the options energy? What is this? Oh, shit. I just dropped so many. Hold up. I caught them. I dropped two on the floor. No, more than two. I got them all. Hold on. I'm gonna give you what hit the floor. The ones I couldn't catch. What to play with energy. Nine of Cups. You come kind of back and forth on if you would want to move forward emotionally. That's what it makes me feel like. You have the Death card, the Eight of Cups in reverse. Do you have that Two of Coins, Page of Coins, the 10 of Coins, and the Ace of Cups? It almost feels like you just haven't been able to find the wish fulfillment towards love. Or maybe haven't been looking for it kind of energy. Some of you, it's just a matter of I haven't been working with it. Knight of Coins is it the third card out. Five of Swords at a distance. Queen of Cups emotionally held back. Nine of Swords to the moon, knowing about the situation. Eight of Coins, not putting the energy into the situation. I don't know why that would be, but I do see with this Two of Swords that it might have felt like it was the decision. I feel like you want to move towards love, but you're still kind of trying to figure out if it's available or if there are options out there for you. Something about, is it even available? Can I get everything I want? Ace of Coins energy. Six of Swords. I damn sure want to move or think I can get it. You give me, I don't know if I'm going to find it energy. Or that you just haven't been looking for it. Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords? Yeah, no communication. Being very patient with the situation. Accepting the outcome. Three of Coins, recognizing it's not there. And definitely not having any communication with anybody. This is for the Taurus. You ain't talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You didn't meet this bitch in the library. You didn't meet them at a bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't seem like you've made time for it. Or it's been your focus. I do feel like that's going to shift with you. I get a shifting energy in you. Show me something for Taurus, please. So if you've been at a distance, get ready for changes. Something about get ready for change. Clarify. Show me something for Taurus now. Emotional. I almost feel like it's very ironic. I almost feel like some of you might have told yourself, I don't have to worry about it, or I don't need to focus on it, or I've accepted not to. You give me this, I have accepted not to energy, options, or investing. You have the Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords, not opening up towards it. Eight of Coins, not really emotionally letting it be available, even though the change is something I think you want in your mental, like upstairs in the head. Knight of Cups, emotionally being at a distance from it. Two of Coins, knowing it. Eight of Cups, not feeling emotionally fulfilled. Five of Swords, kind of feeling alone. 10 of Wands, not trying to let it be a burden. Why is the Death card here? Wanting to see something change with the Page of Coins. 6 of Cups. What is this card? 9 of Wands. Aware. I feel like it's time to start. Your message is different. Your message makes me feel like you don't know if you want to go towards love. It almost makes me feel like you don't know if you want to go through it again. 7 of Coins. Do you really want to bring something back around that you've already dealt with that didn't give fulfillment? King of Swords. I feel like you've already closed it. Closed it and not moved towards it. 8 of Wands. Something about I won't move towards it, or I've made that up. I've understood to be very patient with this. Page of Swords. I haven't moved towards this, but I'd like to start falling in love again. I've been alone for a minute. King of Cups. I haven't had any emotional happiness, and now I feel like it's time for you to expand towards it. Some of you, it's probably time to expand towards it and get ready to. I'm going to tell you to get ready to. Get ready to be more practical about being open or available for the opportunity, or allowing the opportunity to find you, to manifest it. That is your message towards. I feel like a lot of you can't lie that that's what you want, or that could bring in a happy commitment or happiness in general for you and both parties. Something like that. The Fool card's reversed and the communication is upright. So you haven't taken the calculated risks to move towards communication or opening up towards, I feel like, love. Victories, whether they're emotional passionate. You've held back. Four of Cups, you haven't opened up. And you know you need to trust going in a different direction. Holy shit. I didn't know both trust cards were going to come out, but you got to trust going into a different direction with this. Balancing it out, communicating, because you haven't been moving in that direction. King of Coins, but it's everything you want. It's everything you want. But you haven't tried to rush towards it. Knight of Swords, rush in towards it. Even though this, that celebrations would probably make you happy. And you know that that's what you want. Eight of Swords is you not being conflicted or confused because it's in the reverse. Taurus. This is what I have for all of you. I hope this made sense to everybody out there. I hope you enjoyed it. If it did, hit a like, and I will probably see you soon the next time. You all have a good rest of your nights and a good week ahead, and I will see you all soon. Thank you all for being here. Have a good night.